still laugh how I'm now grounded in like swampy terrain and stuff.
I have to edit the last week because Ariana's quite quiet.
Well, yeah, you can also spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you to roll a d20 and then choose.
Which is good, because knowing
users.
you, if you
like
get attacked,
anyway.
you can roll a nat 1 for them.
Yeah, that'd be really good for me.
You've got the Amulet of Luck, so you have
You
a
can worry
1 luck.
about it later. You're level 12 now. Enjoy the moment.
We might die.
You might die eventually.
I'm currently reading a book on
I feel like this curse will just carry on to the next character I make anyway, though, so...
Worry about
I
it
will
later.
need lucky
Worry about it later. Just become a halfling. Problem solved.
Yeah, that's honestly the plan.
Right, so...
We currently do.
early morning comes at the temple. You collect some supplies and go to the cart to check on Highlander, who is groggily coming to his senses after a night.
Drunken bender.
Good health.
Baked himself in the ring.
Drink.
There's none left.
More drink.
There's water.
Alcohol.
It's your own alcohol you drank. Don't know how much you had on you.
About half of my carry weight was alcohol.
I'm
I've
pretty
probably
sure
still
it
got
was,
some left.
So,
Sounds about right.
I've spent all my
Tris
money
was
on
kindly
booze.
asked
Get
by
struggle.
the Kieran brothers if you could travel upriver to visit another of the dragon lords that they have not heard from in a while and wanted to make sure she was okay, and Tris gladly accepted this little side mission on everyone's behalf. So,
Is this the one not well?
The hormonal one.
the whole 101.
That's gonna be fun.
Maybe pregnant or on her period.
This does not
Dragon
seem like a
period.
good time for a Highlander to be hungover.
Dragon period. We all drown.
You are offered,
What's it? We all drown.
although to
Hey,
get
Highlander's tall
to,
enough to survive.
although to get to her lair, you are heading upriver. You are offered some boats that you could walk up with, so that your journey back would be quicker, so that you can get back to your cart
In other words, Highlander is now carrying boats.
if you want to carry boats, or you can walk along the river trail, whichever you prefer.
Can I have a surfboard?
Can I have a surfboard?
You just keep
No, what
carrying
we
a
do
big
is
old
we
sheet
get
of
one
wood.
of those gondolas and get like Highlander at the front.
Highlander just paddles along and just starts singing romantic songs in giant.
If that's what you would like to do.
I just imagine Highlander in that like stripy like outfit they wear.
And it's canon now.
Mustache just to make
The
it
fake
fake
mustache, the hair,
All the
The
the really tall
You have
thing.
to have a
You
beret.
get out your disguise kit and you're like, yes, we're doing it. You just paint stripes on Highlander and then give him a mustache. Makeshift a straw hat out of the
Highlander's
reeds
that hungover
nearby.
and he's just not aware of what's going on. He's like,
I shall remember this forever. May may happen again.
So you're taking the vessels with you for an easier journey back.
Yeah.
So we need 3 boats.
Yeah, I figured you probably need 3 with you.
It's like
need
on
a
the way
boat
back,
just for
we both got
Highlander.
boats. Where's Highlander? He's got his own boat.
Highlander is a boat.
He is the boat.
Highlander just falls in the river and just floats.
Just fly like this, and we all just sit on your back.
Oh god! Just imagine speedboat farting. Just light it up.
You're sitting at the back.
Just sure there you go. We need extra speed. Light just your fire sword. Just don't hurt. Don't hurt.
Thanks for the mental image, guys. Thanks. Thanks so
You
much.
are most welcome.
So we've established that Mildred North and KFP have a competitive streak,
Oh yeah.
and KFP is a cockeyed chicken-style goose honking fetus. Like it looks like hey, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, dear.
I just love the idea of a mentally challenged phoenix.
That's what makes it so good. He just maybe some of his ash was lost, and he's just a little bit broken.
Does he peck at rocks every now and again?
Definitely,
Like
yes.
they were having a staring contest. The Mildred North is dead serious, and this bird's just like. He's like. If I could take a picture right there, that would have been the video cover right there. So, are you carrying the boats up, or is Highlander pushing you up?
Does it make a difference which way we do this?
Oh, one will take you a little longer.
Which one's the longer for
The pushing them upriver one.
Wait,
Well, you can either drag them upriver, which is not too bad, unless you hit rapids, or you can carry. Highlander can carry them up, which is, funnily enough, a possibility for Highlander.
Highlander, there's 3 boats, there's no way you can just...
He's carrying 3 boats.
I haven't leveled up Mildred for the last
And a
3
rock
sessions, so I'm a
golem.
bad DM.
Don't diss wee Timothy.
I wasn't dissing him. You also have a wee rock golem.
It's a rock golem, he's my bro. Bonded.
Bros for life.
Rock.
I'm not even sure what type of golem. That would be my pet going to sleep, I think.
About time.
Yes, I hear you. There you go, the light is out. He gets upset if you don't turn his light off and he goes to sleep. Because, you know, digital pets are like that. Very mature dungeon master.
Clearly.
What time is it so I know the future? Okay. Champion Digimon go to bed at 9 o'clock. Good to know.
Grown-ups.
Oh, I'd be worried.
Adulting.
Adulting. So, how are you travelling?
Who's on the cart as well?
Oh, you'll have to leave the cart there.
Yes. In the mountains, so...
Yeah, well.
That's why I'm offering you the boats, so you can take the boats. Walk the
I
boats
reckon we
up
take
and
the
then
quicker
take the boats
route
down.
because, you
Yeah,
know,
we've got
this-
Heimer to carry them and we'll just walk up.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
Seems like the usual plan, heavy lifting is involved. Might as well use the half giant.
Yeah.
The one Dak might have to carry the rock so you can carry the boats because of hands.
Can Timothy just walk though?
What do you mean?
It only
Timothy's got...
walks for Hyman.
What are you on about? Timothy?
We're
Timothy's
calling
got-
him Timothy now.
Yeah, he's Timothy. What are you on about? He's got like his own little special like holder location on his shoulder.
You're making him like a little...
A little saddle.
Wilson had the same. It was like a little place that he slots in, just doesn't move until Highlander
You make a
rips it out and
papoose
throws it.
for him. Don't make him like a shoulder. Make him
He's a
papoose.
shoulder dude. He's there so that whenever Highlander's tired, he can just sort of do this.
Walking.
Just the rock god. Just Timothy is the one that just controls Highlander's body. Like, oh god.
How do you do this again?
It's like Ratatouille.
It's just
Timothy is unaware that Highlander is not just a giant rock golem. He assumes
If you're
it's just a
walking it
giant
up
rock.
behind what you're carrying, it will be quicker on the way back, but it is a full day's journey to the mountains.
Highlander will carry.
It is swamp terrain, so it is slow.
I'm fine.
You're fine. I know these two are fine now as well. But the
I'm
heavy
just
armor
walking ahead
wielding
of
paladin
everyone in
and the
swamps,
poor
this is
tiefling.
normal.
That's fine. I can give myself web feet for a while.
I'm still grounded.
Land stride, don't we?
I'm still grounded in
There's
this terrain.
mudwalker boots, yeah.
I can.
It's also not difficult terrain for me either.
I just walk away from all of you without thinking.
Chris is the only one struggling with the sides of it then with her,
Wait,
her
no,
lovely boots.
no. He can carry one of the boats. I have to carry Triss at all times,
Yeah.
as per the
Oh, that's
pre-arranged
true.
deal.
You would not be
yes,
able to
but
carry
we
the boat,
should-
you'd have to drag it behind in the water.
Yeah. that's
Jesus Christ. So I'm carrying Timothy, Triss, and 3 boats.
You can carry one boat if you're carrying Triss and the rock.
The rock doesn't weigh that much.
Can't you walk by himself if you're walking?
He only comes back to you. He's a little like
I will hand the rock to Doendag and
You
tell
don't
you
fetch
not
her
to
again.
lose it.
Lose it and die.
your new purpose. your
Be
new
aware,
rock.
Timothy may try to roll away.
Just starts like spinning in my arms, just gives you like friction
Just
burn.
like, all you see is it just
Sonic
drop-
the Hedgehog style.
Yeah, just like starts revving up.
all I just hear is just. All I just imagine is Doendag going shit. And then just don't even go, just hear splashing sounds.
It's just like skips.
It's fine to be carried from A to B, but it's only comes back to you when you.
So I can carry 2 boats and a Triss.
Yes.
Okay, you've got to pull the 3rd boat.
Pull in the third one.
You want to take 3 boats.
Well, Highlander will just walk back actually.
We could squeeze like.
We're fine.
a
Remember
few
that
from-
you 3 aren't that big in
Yeah, you
in
three
terms
could
of
probably
This
fit
is
build.
going to be standing on Highlander's head anyway.
That is true. Those 3 could fit in a boat, and Triss could
Fit
sit
in
on
the
Highlander.
boat.
Mildred Earth can fly behind, so you're fine.
Okay.
So we got
Worst
two-
comes to worst, I'm pretty sure one of them can swim pretty fast with the cloak.
I'm pretty sure someone could fly back if she really wanted to.
I meant
Yes.
Also, I've got the.
Yes,
the
100%.
harpoon
Jumps
gun,
off
so
the
I can
mountain,
breathe
just like,
on the
ah,
water
trust
anyway,
the
so I
fire.
can just like drag along.
So after a bit
Oh,
of deliberation
crap, I realised I
and
haven't
some
taken eagle
swapping,
level yet.
so after deliberation and swapping your resources back and forth, you start on the trail following the river northward. and you head to if I can remember the name off the top of my head,
Deep in the hills of I can't pronounce it.
Sulel Sur.
In the great
I've
words of
written
Highlander, the hills of
The hills.
the thing.
The hill.
Rock! Giant rock!
The trail, there's lots of bugs on the trail if you want to gather bits like that for component pouches. There's plenty of herbs along the trail
For health potions.
for
That you
all
don't-
sorts of
that you
medicinal
should give out.
needs. If you want to gather
You've got
anything, if you roll above
How
a
many health potions do I
15,
have now?
you can gather a handful
Uh-huh.
without modifiers.
Wait, what is that medicine? Yeah.
Nature.
It's
Are these
survival.
nature checks or survival?
Survival.
Nature to identify,
Right, we need
survival to
decide
gather.
who's doing this, right? Because who's got the highest?
I can gather pretty well. I've got a plus.
I got
I've got a plus
14.
6 to gather, but I don't
I've
have.
got +8 to survival. So do we want to?
Us to survival.
Triss is like, oh, I'll follow these
I don't know
guys.
shit about nature.
It's fine.
If you point them out, I
Five
can
plus
gather
five for
them.
survival.
I've got +8, so I could assist.
We know which ones are which.
Well, you probably know by now most of the herbs. So, make survival checks to gather a nice selection.
What have we got to roll?
Survival check.
What's the rate?
Just
15.
15 for a handful.
I got 19.
Okay, so I got 16,
18 +8.
21.
I literally just
And a
rolled
15.
exactly the same again.
I got total. Let's see, 20.
26.
24 total.
So I say 2 handfuls, 1 handful.
I got a 19, a
Don't
15,
you
and a 21.
You only get 1.
I'll take the 21.
Why are you rolling 3?
I just wanted to spend most of my journey gathering herbs.
No, I'm only letting you do it once.
I'll take.
I rolled
Well,
nine.
anyway,
You're
I
each
have
doing
one.
it bit by bit as you go. You're not doing it all at once because that's not healthy for the trail.
Who cares about the
There's just like an area with just like
Me,
holes
if
dug
I'm-
everywhere.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
it.
Just
To be fair,
like
you've got Highlander stomping through your wilderness. That's already damaging enough.
It's swamp, so the underground's not that important because it's already gooey.
I'll spare you your horrific crocodile encounters and stuff since we've already been through that ordeal.
Aww.
But you can assume that you've hunted a little on the trail, that you've got hides, you've got.
I'll take some unbox some hiding.
So,
Buy any new heads?
You
what,
can have
how many would 2 handfuls be?
Enough for 2 health potions?
enough for.
Well, 3 let's go.
Wait, should we not start looking at getting better health potions?
Well, we
Just
don't have
basic
recipe.
health
I'm going to
potions.
say 2 handfuls will get you a greater.
We don't have a
Yeah,
recipe
so-
for it.
1 greater.
If we roll it,
I got-
crit-
I got-
When you make it.
I got
The
a handful, we
herbalism
got a
kits to
handful, we got a
make it.
handful. It's 3.
Yeah, I've got a herbalism kit, so I'll make it.
Oh, we should divvy up the greater healing potions you have in your inventory.
Oh, yeah, I have like 6.
You already
of them.
did.
That's stupid.
I've
No.
got 2.
Well, he's not giving us that. That's fine.
Well,
I'm not giving
I'm
out
just
my
special.
I've got 2 health potions.
I'm that
Yeah,
already.
I've got
Meta,
2 potions of
we know
healing, but I
one
don't
of
have
them
any
is
greater.
poison.
Take 2 greater healing. 2 greater healing. 2 greater healing.
Oh.
So I now have
You have an ability to heal yourself,
That's
and
true.
Highlander doesn't take that much.
Yeah, we're
damage.
half dead.
That's fine.
Still welcome
Nice
this.
pencil quick.
You can still heal, and
Need
they
to
have
bring
healing
one of
spells.
those.
They,
Yeah,
the potions
if
are
you
for
have to
them.
make them if you're using the herbs to make that. You can also use the herbs for other medicinal purposes, so you can hold on to them until you need to make something different.
I can cure poison.
Can we look for any metals using our fancy tools?
Not in the swamps, no.
So in theory, could I use my, because I have a herbalism kit, could I make my healing potion along the way?
DC 15 for normal, DC 20 for greater, DC 25 for superior.
DC 30 for
So
a-
I got 26 on my roll.
You'd have a superior.
You can have a superior, because we're getting
Which
to that kind of stage.
is...
I can make some
like
for
8d6
I've got a
Oh
herbalism kit
no,
as
it's something D4. It's like 8 for...
I've got the stats, I just need to write it down so I know what I have.
And then if you're doing poison antidotes, it'll be a DC 20,
I can cure poisons.
if you fancy stuff like that.
Healing potion
Or anti-blindness potion,
8d4
anti-deafness
plus
potion,
8.
stuff like that.
for superior.
DC 20. If you're looking for a specific one. If you're looking to cure diseases, you cannot make potions for them at the moment.
Oh no, I need to get a page of these things from my Google.
Holy thing.
You can have 2-3 days of rations from hunting local wildlife. That's boars, birds. You can have 1 crocodile hide, because the crocodile is probably the best thing you're going to hunt on the river in the
So-
marsh.
Is it just
And
crocodile?
seeing as you've got 2 people that do like a mountain of damage to hit, you'll easily take down 1 crocodile.
I feel
I'm
like
trying
we
to think
should
of
still
who
have-
you're pointing at who does insane damage to hits. And I can.
I meant from a hunting point of view.
Oh, so like 3 of us. Oh, 2 of us.
I get like advantages in hunting stuff.
I don't get advantages. I'm just really, really good at shooting things.
Well, I've got crocodile, that'll be good for my armour. I can't make it.
Well, sort out your list of armour when you get to the town where you can sit down and make things properly. Although,
It's the one I'm not going to be here for.
Next two
oh
ones.
no.
It's the 1st of June. It's apparently happening.
So,
I'll make you
a
a
day's
nice...
travel gets you to the base of the mountains where you can hide the boats away safely, store anything nearby that you want to before you start climbing in search of a cave entrance, because you know the lair is in the mountains.
I love the idea of that
I
when
guess that's
you're
why I
carrying the
couldn't find
rock,
many
you're like.
herbs because I was carrying a rock.
I love how when you're
Looking
carrying the
around.
rock, it's like that. And when I'm going to carry it, it's just like
Good rock.
good.
How are you calling it Timothy?
Because the first one was called Timmy and we forgot, and then we called him Wilson.
And this one's now
Was it
Timothy.
called Timmy?
It was
In
originally
our
Timmy,
first
but we called him
episode.
Wilson.
Why Timothy?
Because why not? I could call it Rocky.
Please don't.
No,
He's a-
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
We went over that joke before, I believe. Wait, that was during the pub crawler episode when we had that joke.
Yes. Pop crawler episode.
Well, my
Don't Dak survive the drinking somehow.
It's like me in real life, to be honest.
You were just at the end like.
It's really not.
Me in real life. Me at the start. Just like.
I'm such a
I
lightweight.
don't throw
Not
up.
gonna
You
lie.
might be alive, but you're not functioning at the end of the
I don't
day.
throw
Yeah, but I
up.
don't
Although
throw
you
up.
managed to fucking walk home.
Yeah.
I don't throw up
I
either, but I
survive.
do get drunk.
So,
easily.
mountain climbing.
Yes.
Athletics checks, please.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Now this is
Oh, yeah, I actually
a
have proficiency.
jagged, steep mountain. This is not a good climbing
Not a
location.
swoopy nice.
Athletics.
Let me check my danger stats.
Well, I guess
I
that's
rolled in that one.
And that's strength. Come on now.
I rolled in that
dear,
one
how
on
am I
athletics.
You just caved the entire wall. you just,
Oh,
We need to
dear,
find the
how-
cave.
you just started like punching and making a new cave, digging through.
Can't climb. Punches
Sorry.
through the wall.
I rolled 21.
The dice deities are kind to you. You can take 6 damage from debris and rocks and scratches and
Rolled in
scrapes
that
on your
one
way
as well.
up. They were not so kind to you. You take 10 points of damage from generic rocks and scrapes and bumps and things falling on your head as you climb.
I got 22 total.
22, 21.
21.
I have no idea.
I haven't rolled yet.
Rolled in that one.
Unnatural 20.
That's fine. That was
Athletics,
my
right? Yeah, that's
DC for the safe climb.
Unnatural
I'm not gonna
15
lie,
for
everyone's gone
17.
through that, and Highlander is unaware he's even hurt.
But this is a steep, jagged mountain, so like you can climb it and you barely see the opening because it's just steep, and you kind of come into it rather than see it, so you can fall into it as you climb up the way. And it is very traditional, wide arching mountain opening. Clearly, it looks like it's been kind of forcefully made that shape from continual use. You can see scrapes along the top where it's probably being dragon wings or horns scraping against it as they've moved. So it's clearly been used lots over time by different creatures that have just called it home and have forced it into shape. It is pitch black.
Okay.
So, kill what in cave?
Fairy
No.
fire. Great light.
Highlander lights a
Pick your-
torch.
you first.
I like
KFP,
incinerator.
KFP glows things around him. Mildred casts dancing lights.
Now Highlander's gonna
Oh,
ignore
I
his
didn't
torch
take my
as the
sheet with
quickest
KFP.
wave.
That's okay.
We don't know what's in here.
Unless it's like in with this as well.
The dancing lights and KFP flying ahead and fairy fire, as soon as it starts to light up, the cave walls glitter. They glitter with just the sense that it's just that kind of rock, which is when it's damp it has a glittery
Sort of
effect.
like
And every so
granite.
often there's like little beads of crystals on the wall. It's not like the great big jagged ones you've seen, but like little orange glows in the rock.
Ooh, orange. This is a new colour.
New colour.
I picked
Yeah, I
some.
was thinking that would
They're
be
only
the
little at the
reaction.
entrance, so you just go boop, and there's just a little.
Boop.
Ah, these can be useful for jewel
As if-
crafting. So I'm
as
just going
if-
to take handfuls.
They're the same type of jewels, the ones you've been gathering. This one's just orange in colour, and they're not quite as massive and terrifying as the ones you've
You
seen.
mean like the one I've got that's like 10 foot tall?
Yeah, you've got one
That's currently in a
massive.
bag of holding somewhere.
Crazy
like-
one.
Emptying out that bag of holding
It's
and
gonna
then just
be
like
heads, hides, crystals.
Heads, hides, crystals, occasionally weapons. There is nothing of actual use in that bag of holding.
there is like 11,000 gold as well though.
Highlander has 7,295 on his own.
How on earth
And
you
all the
manage
rest
to
of the
do
bags
that?
of gold are
the gold
sitting in the pool.
No, that was just my gold from the betting in that game show.
No, because
No,
you grabbed
you grabbed all of our
all
gold
the
because
gold
I
into
don't
your
have my
bag.
gold in my.
Oh, then the total was.
Yeah, you grabbed the handful from that event.
I still have-
to find that page.
I don't write down what I
gold.
hold, like what I.
Hang on, I wrote it down in one
I
of my.
think I had 1,000.
Highlander has party gold. You are all idiots for leaving the barbarian in charge of party gold.
Joke's on you, I accounted for my own gold because I'm smart like
None of it
that.
was technically
Because I don't
our
trust
gold 'cause we
Highlander
lost.
to do maths. Or deal with money.
I need diamonds later soon.
Right, so while Highlander's looking for the gold that he's forgotten where he's put it,
Bling bling bling, y'all.
I presume you head further in.
Yeah.
Yes.
it is becoming quite late now. It's been a whole day's journey. And it's a dark cave, so
Oh, your book.
it's damp. You can hear the drips of moisture. You can see the occasional root poking through the ceiling, and it's wide the whole way along. It doesn't shrink in and become claustrophobic, but you can see the glittering lights, the two dancing lights, and sometimes you'll find a couple of longer jagged crystals from here and there. And the deeper you go, you hear like a deep rumbling, not like an earthen rumble, but like kind of like the deep breathing you hear of a big creature.
Oh. So Imre sounds like she may be ill.
She doesn't sound too good.
Like the kind of heavy snoring your husband
Okay.
does when you're trying to get to sleep at 2 a.m.
Oh, the kind that makes me want to slit their throat.
Yeah, kind of that one.
Suffocate them with
Or your
coal.
like your 90-year-old grandmother who you wonder who has no lunch during the day but snows like a trooper all night.
Okay, so in total, after we've taken my 8 grand out of the total that was there, you have a party gold of 5,620.
Cool. I might need.
Is that including my gold that I
Yeah.
gave?
Your gold was like 2,500 or
I
something.
might need some jewels later.
So Darsu asked me
Speak to
specifically.
them, my 8,000
so I
gold's for
don't
me.
know If
Oh,
I
really?
want to approach her or should we
Slightly
approach her as
higher.
Well,
a party? Because he asked me specifically, but he's obviously meaning it for us in general.
This seems like a very unviolent encounter, so Highlander doesn't give a damn what happens.
I vote you because you were asked, and you're kind of good with people.
You're the
You
dragon.
say that and you have more charisma than I do.
You're the druid. You're
Good
good with
with
animals.
dragons.
Highest
is what you're
charisma
saying.
of the whole party.
Highest
And it's
charisma,
like
but somehow
plus
I'm still better at convincing people to do
choose
things.
What is your charisma?
I'm going to approach cautiously.
You can take using your fair fire to
That's
see.
fine.
I know you can deny anyway, but
Mine's 0.
so yeah, you go forward and the chamber begins to widen, almost like you're entering like a proper chamber, and it's a big roofed radius. Like to you it seems massive, but to a dragon it would be cozy, and there's like trees that are being dragged in and leaves and grass that's just being dragged in from outside, made kind of makeshift bedding in one corner, and there's like little piles of shiny objects, just trinkets that have been gathered from. Some of them look older and duller, and others look newer and sparkly. It's kind of clearly like an old-fashioned dragon hoard there, and in amongst the bedding is a curled up, half snoozing, like smoke coming up the nostrils dragon. Very traditional looking, long necked, big winged European style dragon. she's quite beautiful.
No.
I'm in her down.
Bad.
With your fairy fire, which flickers colours, you can see that she is a dark orange, a burning dark orange colour to her. And her wings are bold, vivid red, blending out to the orange. And the whole way down her, it looks like she's got zigzags of lightning. Sort of like the storm dragon did, but just that kind of that way that colour.
That's the
comes
one
through
that I
the
started a
scales.
fight with, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That I said she has that kind of effect on her, that kind of way the colour underneath the scales makes it look like she's got. So she's snoring. She seems to be snoring.
This is why I'm
or at least
approaching
heavily breathing.
cautiously.
And this is taking too long.
I'm going to say hello in Draconic.
There's a bit of a harumph, one of those kind of like kind of
I'm
noises.
sleeping.
What do you want, people?
And she lifts her head up and just kind of like eyes half open, kind of exhausted look. Even for a dragon, you can see she looks exhausted. Or if she had wiry hair, you got the feeling that she would have the wiry hair, but she sort of looks and snarls, "What?"
So I was sent by one of the other dragon lords, Draesal, to check on you. He said that he was concerned about your health, and that he said that he wishes you well.
That's it. That's why we're here.
No,
She looks honestly taken aback, but in a pleasant way. Like she wasn't expecting anyone to be sending her well wishes. And she blinks for a minute and sort of yawns loudly and looks. And she says, "I'm well, but things could be better."
Prod.
Anything you need any help with?
Is it just you?
I have others with me. I sort of redirect the fairy lights behind me to the rest of the party.
And she looks up for a minute. She says, "I don't know if there's enough of you to help."
He's equal to at least 2 people.
Is that so?
Maybe 3.
Well,
He's very strong.
This, as you can tell by my my resting area, this is my lair, or the lair of my family. Except in my absence, travelling as my kind does, some unwanted vermin have made home, shall we say, in my lair.
Okay.
And I would normally quite happily burn them down, but I have precious cargo that I would not wish to risk.
Pregnant.
Well, you can ask that.
I feel like that's a very delicate question to be asking.
Is it a boy or a girl? Says Ender.
I sort of,
You're roasted.
I nod my head
Highlander
knowingly.
could shout, ask questions.
I don't know if I'm
That's
assuming
fine.
she probably
Understand.
does.
I would like to say
Precious
I am
cargo.
standing
Hymander's
Other
probably
than
gonna.
shiny.
I'm probably just gonna shout, so you're lazy.
She's speaking in Draconic. I doubt you understand what
You
Well,
don't
one-
know shit.
You have to take like the linguist perk so you can learn Draconic and stuff.
You
I've
should,
literally,
yes.
Highlander
I've
knows
literally
nothing.
just chosen
Highlander
that for this.
somehow learns languages overnight, and you're
To
like,
be fair,
"What?"
characters can teach each other languages.
If you want
It's
to learn
entirely
Spanish, you could
possible.
ask it.
We have learned languages from each other.
Yeah, I was going to ask you for
I
something, but
literally
never
just
mind.
chose linguist as mine.
Okay.
You chose Goblin.
I'm going to
It's
assume
so
I know
sweet.
enough Draconic to sort of follow a conversation, but not actually.
You probably know like
I have
keywords.
I bought the
Yeah, I know
book.
keywords like
Considering me
we're
and
going
you
here
speak
and
it.
doing this.
Shiny.
Help shiny and reward it.
That's all you need to know.
And beer.
Beer.
Okay.
He shouts, "What's beer in Draconic?"
Must learn
Is that reserved
beer
for
in
second
all the languages.
Every language giants know beer.
I'm going to nod to her knowingly because I'm assuming that I'm correct.
You're a druid, you should know this.
Huh?
I'm good with animals. It doesn't mean I can detect pregnancy. I'm not an ultrasound machine.
Make a medicine check.
Medicine, I've got
Or a nature check.
+8
in
to
your
medicine.
case.
I've got plus. So that is 16.
She is indeed. You can tell by the shape of her stomach as she lies on it, as it's raised slightly higher than it would be if she was resting, that she is indeed preparing to brood.
Okay, so I nod knowingly. I understand.
I hear whispering come keep here for the night.
Huh?
We need to keep.
You don't need to get, but
No, kind of do. Because we're only exhausted, we don't.
Hmm?
We've got a full
I
day's
don't
travel.
necessarily have to. Oh,
Well,
this is a
well-
big enough chamber that we probably could sleep in here without
Yeah,
I
disturbing
mean, it's
her.
only one level of exhaustion. That's not that bad. There's no negatives.
Highlander's
for
like,
level
it's
one.
fine.
There's no negatives for one level.
There's more than one level of exhaustion.
Yes, there's 6, and the 6th one you die.
Okay, so I'm
You think I'm joking?
going to say to her,
Where that even be?
I think.
Check your 9.
You're like, how do I not insult a pregnant dragon?
No,
That's
I think
really
she
hard.
knows that I know that she's pregnant because I nodded knowingly. I understand.
Well, okay.
Hey. I'm going to say to her, if you would like, we could help with your vermin problem.
I know that
and
word.
you could go back to your home without worrying about that.
She kind of sighs with relief. And she says, I would be deeply grateful and indebted if you could do so.
Yeah. Yes, that's a
Key of
task
religion
that
here.
give me a chance.
You can also speak to this dragon.
Yes, she is gutless for the most part.
I'm going to ask her where her original home is.
She kind of turns her head towards the back of the chamber. It's just quite dark without your lighting, and she just snorts a single quick breath of fire, and it kind of lights up, and you can see it as it spreads down the tunnel and then dims. The tunnel widens again and goes further in, almost like the cavern goes deeper down into the mountain. So it's not just that it's a big tunnel; it kind of dips into the mountain.
What can make a dragon move?
Well, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
that just
fine.
means she's more territorial.
Yeah, but
But she's also not going to risk an unborn brood for an unnecessary.
Dragons aren't exactly like dragon babies aren't exactly things that come about very often. I'm going to say to her.
You don't know how far along she is. You just know that she is.
Yeah. I'm going to ask her if she would mind if my party and I rested here for the night and we go on and deal with her problem tomorrow, as it's quite late right now.
Where is the exhaustion table?
I mean, she's in no condition to deny you the offer if you offer to help her. She sort of signals to a vacant space near her hoard and suggests that you set up somewhere over there so that she can rest peacefully.
What are you trying to say?
No snoring time.
No snoring.
fireball.
We'll
Yeah.
put Peg on his nose.
I want no silence.
Remember doesn't snore.
Trish does. I think we
Okay.
established that.
Does, yeah.
I
Just can
thank
cast
her.
silence on us.
And
Oh, yeah,
I
exhaustion
say,
at the back.
I thank her and I say, okay, thank you. We will probably go to sleep soon. Give you your rest and deal with the problem tomorrow morning.
She just nods and
I-
sort of.
Say
She
to
kind
everyone
of-
else in common, she has allowed us to stay here for the night, and there
Let's
is
nothing on.
vermin invading where she originally rests, so she would like us to help her with that.
Fair enough.
Easy done.
Get for the night.
Starts banging out the thunder waves.
She kind of swishes some of the logs from her sleeping pile with her tail along and kind of like snorts some fire on them so that you've got like a makeshift campfire,
Easy fire.
Eating
crocodile.
and she lets you settle down and discuss whatever you need to discuss.
What type of bourbon?
Yeah, good to know.
You can ask. I've asked enough questions. So
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
want
going to antagonize a
Oh,
pregnant
what's
dragon.
happened?
We can find out. It
roll
could be a
survival.
surprise.
What are you wanting to
I'll
know?
roll survival
What
check
kind of
on
vermin
you.
it is?
I'm gonna just. What languages does she speak? Does she speak common?
You could try.
I'm just gonna ask her. What are you asking us to kill?
What we kill.
Yeah. What we killing?
She's describing them as vermin, but they are probably best described as these guys.
Oh.
What is that?
Goblins or trolls?
Gnomes.
Gnomes?
Ah.
Gnome.
Gnome.
It's
Dark
gnome.
gnomes, by any
The equivalent of a dark gnome.
These are
Gnome.
gonna be fun.
Gnomes.
These are gonna be fun.
Garden gnomes. Romeo and Juliet.
That was like Knight from.
It's Gnasty Gnork from Spirit
Good
of the
night.
Dragon.
Okay, so we should probably go to sleep.
Was that sport?
We're gonna have to set up
Yeah, it's
a
sport.
watch of some kind.
Yes.
You're sleeping next to a brooding dragon. Don't
That
think
ran away.
she didn't run away. She stepped
Didn't
back,
go in.
so her infants wouldn't be at risk. You don't have babies, Highlander. You don't
You
understand.
don't know that.
You can't relate unless you have a uterus, goddammit.
You don't know Highlander doesn't have babies. You don't know where Highlander's from. You don't know what hell he's gone through.
Secretly giants,
Except
actually.
we've literally been where he's been living for like ages.
Actually,
Pretty
And
sure
you don't know
no.
how many of those
Pretty
dwarven children weren't just half giants.
Just
half
normal sized
giant,
people.
half giant, half dwarf.
Mostly dwarf, apparently.
3/4.
3/4 dwarf, half giant, quarter giant. You know, they'll turn out to be like
Yeah, but
slightly
you
short
still
humans.
don't give birth or carry babies, so
That's not my problem.
Yeah.
I've been drinking in a dwarven town for like however long.
she's
Been at
probably
least 6
pregnant
years
in
for
several
now.
per dwarven women.
Hey now,
More than
occasional
several,
adventurer
I'd
as well,
say.
probably.
Womp is my new
So
book.
per
Which is like
elf,
his one
just
date.
bad. That poor elf in that town we just left is going to be like pregnant with the most like the worldly abomination.
That
No,
spawn of
Mender.
Highlander, oh god.
There
That's
will
a
be
villain in
longer.
the making.
I don't know. You were quite nice to her.
Yeah, but the spawn of Highlander. Just think of another Highlander. Lawbreaker running around the country.
Although
A half
with
elf, half giant. Could
So-
be a unique
a
creature.
so a
Three-quarter
quarter
elf,
giant
A quarter giant
and
and a half elf.
It would just be
It's
an
quarter
abnormally
giant.
large elf.
It's quarter giant, quarter unknown being, quarter elf, and quarter whatever the fuck the other part of the half elf was. Oh no, she was full
No,
elf,
she's
wasn't she?
full elf, yeah.
So it would be half elf, half
Quarter
quarter
giant,
giant, quarter
quarter-
unknown being.
I thought the other half of you was the joke was that was a dwarf.
Yeah, I thought you
So it'd be
half
like
giant, half
quarter
dwarf.
giant, quarter dwarf, half elf. So
That's
what
a hill.
fucking
That's a
size
hill
would
giant
it
and
be?
a dwarf.
That's what Highlander
It would just
telling
be, it would
people.
just like
Yeah, it would
swallow
just be
anything
half
out.
elf,
It's a
though.
normal sized half elf.
Remember that genetics
Either
can
that-
be selected. For all you know,
Either
it could
that
come
or
out
it'd be a
looking
monstrous
like
sized elf.
no part giant and whatever your other half is, or it could come out looking all giant and
So
no.
it could be like
elf,
a midget
so-
elf.
It could be a midget elf, it could be just a really
No.
tall looking dwarf. We
Even
don't
funnier,
know.
right?
The possibilities
It'd
are
be-
limited.
It's giant size but has elf features.
Oh god, a giant
Like yeah,
elf.
just it's an abnormally large elf.
Just turns up and just goes, wow, you're a mighty one. Thanks, I'm quarter half giant. What? Quarter
Yeah.
giant. What?
Has an average intelligence, okay charisma.
Brilliant strength and dex. Just turns up and just goes,
Would
why do you
probably.
look familiar? You probably know of my dad. Who's your dad? Highlander. Jesus,
They
your
start
poor mother.
God, her
Well, the
vagina
amusing
must
is
be like
probably
a
going to be
cavern.
something of average mental stats, but is actually a skilled warrior, which
Yeah,
would be
it's
like the
like-
She
weird
must
things
be
that'll have
broken
elven
too.
training and high mental strength.
I just imagine it, just in the middle
Just
of
makes
training,
me
doing
think
all this
of,
like really
when
fancy
Wallace
dancing,
goes
just getting
back to
angry,
Greg.
just carving shields in half, going, fuck you.
So at the end of this campaign, Highlander will technically be the most powerful warrior in the country.
Highlander now has a kid. Shit.
We haven't decided that yet.
Child
Yes,
support.
we have. Definitely
Child
So,
have.
at the end of the campaign, before any pubs happen,
We're gonna
he's
go
going
back,
back
to that,
to the
elf,
town.
that elven town.
He's gonna settle down.
We're gonna
in
go
town.
back, turn up, and she's just gonna be there going, so,
We're like,
yeah.
You're gonna bring this to me!
Hyman's exact response is just, Hyman's response is just,
Beer.
got to go?
I need to go to
Suddenly have some business
Beer.
to deal with.
I need to get to the market.
People
buy some
will
beer.
have individual endings technically, so
No, we have a group ending.
you can have one of those too, but you'll have individual moments. Like everyone's entitled to their
I
moment.
become a dragon and
Tavern.
get married to another dragon.
So you're just turning into
You
a dragon
take the-
for that.
So
you
you're
take
going
the
full
place of
dragon.
a dragon lord. You're
You're
like,
going
I
full
am
dragon.
dragon lord now.
So the way this works is you're going full dragon. We don't know what you're doing. We're opening a pub.
I don't
know what you're
I have to
doing.
find
things can
Wilson
change for Trish.
and
Trish
go get a
still
cup of
has
tea with
stuff
the
to
You
mum.
don't
go
want to
through.
open the pub anymore, Trish. Pub's happening. This is going to be the greatest pub in existence. It's going to be the most.
She went down.
She's
got-
like this much less selfish than she was before.
Less
You still want
selfish.
to do things for
The
yourself.
pub is
but-
not selfish. It's a great.
No,
pub.
I'm not saying about the pub. I'm just saying in general. That was her entire reason
now
for
she's
joining
got-
you guys was so I could just.
I am
sneak
100% certain no matter what happened there,
You were
Hyman
getting
would still be the exact
experience,
same.
money, items. You were gonna get all these great things that you
basically
never got at
using
home
them for
for personal gain, but now you're like, actually,
They're not that
I'll
bad.
use some of them for other people.
I mean, you're allowed to want nice
least-
things. But now you want nice
use
things,
at least
but you'll
10%
work for them
for
now.
other people. The other 80% is like
So
20%.
sounds like your downtown conversation has turned to what would Highminder's babies look like?
Yes.
Definitely.
We definitely did not distract the dragon with this.
No, it's all low
Every so often you just hear a very loud sigh.
Okay, bedtime. I think that's it.
Take 10 people.
Highlander, take first watch.
I agree with that.
We don't need to
No, actually, Highlander needs to be watched by someone else because I do not trust him alone with a pregnant dragon.
If you want to take the first watch, she's just going to snore loudly through it and enjoy the fact that there's someone there that can watch the room while she sleeps.
He's literally just going to be staring at the dark every now and again, throwing a torch down there to see what happens.
You're just gonna burn through all your torches, just like throwing them down.
Mildred Earth can stay up with you and give you dancing lights, and then you can see.
Yeah, but then I don't get to throw torches at possible
Surely
enemies.
You do
This
it
makes,
anyway.
like-
I just
Like
love the
all
idea
the
of a gnome trying to sneak up and just getting a torch to the face and going, "The fuck?"
Just instantly knocked out. Just walked past like 5
fire, so they're not
gnomes.
going to come in here.
No, it's just lights. Yeah, but the light is blocked partially by Highlander. They walk up and just go, "Oh, we could." Ow! What the hell was that?
And then you start throwing Timothy.
It's like
Yeah,
him
just occasionally
coming
throw
with, like, half
Timothy
their
down there,
face
just have him
singed
roll
off.
back up to me.
Just pretend you're playing bowling or something.
Just
Yeah, like you do like a little.
Just pinball with all the tunnels.
You're basically playing yo-yo in a cave.
I'm playing yo-yo basically, just rolling it down, just watching it come back to my hand.
That is the best watch activity I've ever heard, because this little rock goes, oh,
Okay.
Just every now and again when it walks up, just been patted on
So
my
you
head.
see, we need to make sound effects from those, like when you
really like
As he like shuffles along.
he rolls along, so it's kind of like that sound you get when you... Have you seen the spider when he rolls, does a sideways roll? It's like that kind of noise when he rolls forward.
Just imagine it as a droid from Star Wars, the roller droids.
It's literally like BB-8.
Yeah.
Except it's stone noises and not machine.
Yeah, it's a similar process. It's a
Similar process.
It could still just be like meow.
I don't
So,
know why I've written that.
What?
1.37.57?
No.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, that was the time that
Oh, yeah.
we said that.
I said a stupid thing.
Potato, tomato.
at the end of your YouTube career.
Yay.
I don't think it'll ever start. No one will ever watch us, and I'm pretty relieved.
Yeah.
I love we actually did get famous. That's like the episode where everyone's like, nah, done.
Yeah, I've had enough of these guys.
If anyone has the patience to go through everything we've recorded and pick out the highlights and then make a reel of it, I will be astounded.
Might go on burst right there.
I'll be one of us.
The greatest
I'm
moments.
just trying to think back all the stupid shit we've said and just like...
I have
It would
I
be
have
They're
a
all
raw,
fucking
hour
there.
I have a raw audio folder which at the end of the series I will release for people to download.
I have
So,
I have literally the only thing going from the first session in the first like 15 minutes. These two were basically like, okay, yeah, cool, we're just gonna go to the noise. In the first 15 minutes, we had an arm wrestle. Highlander stole from a bar, and then
we
I
shot
punched
a
a monk.
monk up the butt.
I also
You
I also
knocked
made him
yourself
eat
out.
fire.
You drank
Knocked
poison
yourself out
beer,
eating
knocked yourself
fire.
eating fire, and then the
Technically,
monk
that
went.
was my
And
fault.
then I went, I'll hit you. And the monk went, go ahead, my friend. And everyone just going, no! Just smack.
Because he didn't. Because Robert didn't think about the fact we're a half giant.
As an idiot.
He was just like, go for it. Go.
Go for it in literally years. Django, he doesn't know any better. He's gonna punch you. It can't be that bad. How much damage? 6. Shit.
He halved his health.
I got him to like two or 3 points when he knocked out or something.
Yeah, because you
I
kicked him
actually
as
did
well.
knock out Dondak,
He
making
doesn't
him eat the fire
I did
literally.
already take
You
like
are
a max.
you are a legend before the legend even began.
That's what
Don't
you
that?
get for trying to be a showboat. I was like, nah, fuck you, Dondak. You don't get me a legend. I'm fucking ruining your reputation any chance I get.
Oh, you know what?
To be fair,
Well,
out of
I
his
think
reputation
that
is currently
that's
the
very
best,
good
like
But
one of the
he's
best
this
of the party.
pub
He's the only one
crawler.
that survived the pub crawl bar me, and I was the expected
He's the
survivor.
pub crawler. He's done the nuclear option on the silliest of things.
He's created the nuclear option on the
He
silliest of
was
things.
the stone
I will
fetcher.
crit it correctly one day.
You've got lucky, remember?
I do.
You have a single shot of lucky every 3 days.
Shit ton of
Yeah,
dice
that'll
for
have
him.
recharged by now.
Make your perception check for your watches.
Who's doing
That's
second
all
watch
just
then?
Daryl's names.
22.
I mean, apart from the loud
Going
snoring
down He's still my favorite.
and the occasional drips from
That's
the cavern
because of me
walls,
skipping.
like,
you can hear the fire and
Highland
crackling
was
behind
still
you.
somehow not arrested.
But for now, there's
As I said, we're doing
I-
repetition
I'm
any
not
chance I
arrested.
get.
That was from the pub crawl.
Wait, have you got titles for everyone?
Well,
No,
I've
it's
got
just
all
all
of
of
them.
mine.
I've literally written down all of the ones that
For no.
ever so slightly feminine. Mighty, sharpshooter, frog hunter, single striker, the retriever, the dainty, the boar hunter, the stupid.
Oh, last
I've got stone
episode's
fetcher,
last episode's one was
crawler.
Tree Goat, wasn't it?
Tree Goat, yeah.
dice thrower.
This
I
one should be
don't know
Mountain
what that
Goat.
says. Corruption hunter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Also,
Don't
don't
forget
forget.
Tree Goat.
There's Tree
Tree
Goat.
Goat.
What have you got for everyone else?
I don't.
It's
So
just-
Jack's the one that's got the
Only
weird title in
And
his name.
Highlander, the somehow not arrested.
Yeah, I thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
one was good, so I wrote that one down.
We had to change his name in chat to Tree Goat.
Is that what
Yes.
happened? I don't check that.
I don't
chat.
even remember what
I'm
mine-
afraid to check
mine
that
is.
Your
chat.
mini meatloaf.
Yeah, you don't want
Mini meatloaf.
Because Jill told me to. And I couldn't resist.
Yeah, it works too well.
It does.
You're still Chew Toy though.
Yeah, Chew Toy.
Am I still Disaster Master?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what these two are. I never pay attention to them.
I don't even want to say yours because it has a double meaning and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
What's her one?
Oh yeah.
What's your one?
She said it.
What is it?
I can't even remember.
Sure it's not Drugan Shankoff or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just can't because the double meaning just throws my brain. Anyway, so yeah, the first watch is relatively uneventful. I mean, apart from all the noises, which and your constantly rolling of this rock kind of throws off most things from coming up because of the weird grinding stone noises.
Good white noise generator though.
Good white noise
We've
generator,
also
yeah.
got Donduck's
ASMR.
Sleepwatcher and Donduck's Stealth Boy.
Stealth boy.
You should have said that was like part of your quest was to gain as many titles as possible.
You
Well,
know,
you might gain
I would have
one.
woken up immediately.
Just to gain as many titles. Boom! Ho! I'm back.
Okay, so yeah, anyone want to
Back
take
title.
another watch?
I'll do it.
Don't
Don't
title
take the
hogger.
What is it? Perception.
Yeah.
That is
Perception,
wisdom.
yeah.
that is the title you're getting. Donduck title hogger. Because he has all the titles.
8.
Doandak the Observant.
Dornak only rolls well when it's absolutely
See
necessary.
if we get
Rolls
always
well
possessed.
when it's attacking my friend.
The worst thing about this entire thing, if we get ambushed, you guys have next to no AC. You might have some.
I have a 19 now.
Unarmored defense.
No.
You read that book.
If you get ambushed at night, you're not
do
wearing
you
the
have
armor.
dark vision?
I also
Oh,
wear
I
armor.
do, yeah.
I
You
just
can't
want
wear
to
it when
make
you
sure because if you didn't, you would have rolled at disadvantage.
It's kind
and
of
it
why
couldn't do much
ambushes
work.
at night are kind of dangerous because no one's wearing armor.
Dornak, you start the watch. You're listening to the crackle of the fire, the deep breathing of the dragon,
Somebody's not falling
the
asleep.
rhythmic sound of the drips from the ceiling, and you promptly fall back asleep.
Yay!
God damn it. Can't trust you to do anything.
Donduck's useless.
Thankfully, it's moderately uneventful, and nothing comes to kill you in your sleep.
Yeah.
Hooray.
But anyone wants to take the final watch?
I can't take it, unfortunately.
I'll do it. May as well.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
I could have
Oh,
cast jump.
what?
Jump
The
into
girls
ceiling.
get up together and enjoy some power.
Oh damn,
I
we
got
won't be
4.
able to use jump.
Um,
Oh, we could have used jump to get into the cave.
That would have been so funny.
Oh no, I
10.
used all of my
What
first
did
level
you-
spell slots.
Well,
Mhm.
Triss falls asleep on your shoulder.
11. Plus 5, it's wisdom.
oh yeah, it was only 1, so I got 5.
Perception.
Oh yeah, I haven't updated it yet. It's 11.
Your shoulder times. You do fall asleep on Daenerys' shoulder, which is weird because you have a weird
Thanks.
friendly rivalry going with Daenerys, but you
We have a love-hate relationship. Mostly hate.
you kind of like you chat for a bit and you
It's
fall
like
asleep.
we're the only two girls, so we have to tolerate each other.
I don't know, Northy
Otherwise
kind of
it's just-
counts in a weird way.
It really does.
He does.
He's the most feminine out of all of us, that's for sure.
I mean, you have KFP snoozing in the fire,
Of course
and
I
then
do.
Mildred North
Of
sleeping
course he is. literally.
nearby.
He is
'cause
fire.
he doesn't sleep when Highlander's awake, but he sleeps quite happily when Highlander's asleep. Zareth, you don't see anything towards you don't hear anything untowards. Just the loud snoring of the dragon. And when Trish falls asleep on your shoulder, you just feel bored more than anything else, and you just lose focus.
And you don't wake me up when I fall asleep.
No.
Is Highlander the only one that doesn't actual watch properly?
Apparently so. Everyone else is just useless.
But yeah, morning comes, it doesn't get brighter, you're in a cave, you can't see that it's daylight, you're just deep in at this point. But you know it's morning because you feel rested, although it's a bit disorientating waking up in the dark with the fire slowly dying. Mildred North wakes up and instantly casts dancing lights, instinctually floating above everyone's heads.
Yay.
I wake up and immediately throw food on, restoke the fire and put food on it.
I'll also add that, as a danger sense person, that because the watches were not great last night, although you were not attacked, you do feel on edge. You get the feeling that maybe there could be something worth keeping an eye on.
I'm looking at you all now, just...
Now, you don't know the
I was
watches
asleep.
went bad, you just get this feeling that this isn't
What's
the
wrong with
safest
you?
place.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just sort
No
of...
beer.
My eye...
No.
I've sort of basically angled myself so that I can look at the entrance of where we're going while cooking food, and every now and again I'm just looking up, like, what the hell's going on?
Because it tells you when there's traps. There's no traps, I'll be honest with you, because your sense there's no traps, but you don't feel it's safe.
Yes, something is wrong.
I think you're broken.
You just think Highlander's being shifty, which is not unusual for Highlander.
No, Highlander's normally quite honourable,
Yeah, he's very forefront.
because he's too stupid to deceive normally. And he only does it when there's money involved.
Or beer.
Or beer. That reminds me, Highlander looks for beer.
I don't know what you've
Should've
left in
done
your
that before we
pouch.
left the temple.
Considering Highlander has, like,
Oh, I
a
throw you.
lot of carry weight.
I throw you a wineskin.
That'll do. That'll go on top of, like, the 5 or 6, like, pitchers left of beer I've got left. You gotta remember, before we left, like, the Dwarven town, I bought, like, 100
I
of them.
remember you bought tons.
I spent all my gold on beer.
Is it still good?
Yeah. Beer lasts.
Beer lasts.
Yeah, beer lasts.
As does, like, mead. It's just different alcohols that last time.
In the fantasy world, it's probably the safest thing to drink as well.
In a world like this, beer would probably be safer than water.
Yeah, unless you.
Unless it's really strong stuff.
Or you've found, like, a really fresh stream. And even then, if there's a half-giant nearby, you might want to be making sure you're above him.
Well, the river you follow down is very fresh because it's
I should
blessed
have
by
just used my
Kieran.
passive perception. Because it's insanely high now. Because my wisdom is now max.
I have a passive perception of 18 with a low wisdom stat.
What is... I'm trying to, like...
Observe.
Observing gives you plus
Wisdom is... Your
'Cause
passive perception is your
10.
wisdom modifier plus 10.
So,
Or 10 plus your
so it's 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
So you'd
that
have
would
15
be
perception.
15.
If you
Yeah.
take observant, it goes up by 5.
So you get 20
So you'd
passive
have 20
perception.
passive perception,
Should
which
have
is a
just used
guaranteed
my
spot.
passive perception to, like...
And plus 5 passive investigation.
Yes.
So if you're actively looking for something in a room, you don't have to search for it. You can just
So,
glance around and know if
if
it's
you
there.
have proficiency in wisdom, is
Doesn't
that...
stack. No.
No, that's fine.
Do you have the observant trait? No.
No.
It's
I don't think so.
really fun. You can also lip read with it.
That's what I want for that. Really handy.
I think the only thing I normally do is I
Providing you know
normally
the language, you can lip read.
specialise in perception.
Because I took it for fun and it came in really handy like the session after that.
So my passive perception is 15, so I should just use my passive perception.
Came in
to watch.
handy that session where I was lip reading the spell from the stage and giving it to the...
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
What you said?
My samurai had observant, but I traded it out.
It's useful to have, I think. I have it. And I speak 4 languages, so
I speak 4 languages. No, 5 languages was my fighter.
I only get 4.
I was a noble.
But I have tongues now, so I could technically cast tongues and then lip read from a distance.
It's always smart.
So I think I'm a really useful utility character. Let them people
Bring the thief with you. You won't know where the good stuff is.
kill know this stuff. Well, if you have work Saturday off, then
I'm working next Saturday.
yeah, well, I'm not.
My first Saturday not closing in ages.
Back me. I'm always on the close.
So mad.
So
2 days
having
on it.
breakfast, anything
Yeah,
you
2
want to do
That's good.
before travelling further?
I'll scare she wants any.
She'll,
Nice.
she'll gratefully take any food you
I'll
want
throw
to
a
share.
chunk of meat that's cooked at her.
She gratefully receives. She thanks in common because she recognises that you don't speak Draconic from the conversation last night.
Don't speak much, to be honest. I barely speak common.
She thanks and she nods and she because it's small compared to her. She licks it up with no problem at all. And just kind of chews on the bone at the corner of her mouth for a while.
Crunch.
Well, wait, I'm going to do my normal. I can cast aid on the 3 squishes.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the standard,
8
set
hours.
himself up for battle, you know. Put some,
So what's the
hand axes everywhere,
10
some
seconds.
javelins
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. You get aid because of my
Check the fist weapons.
Doesn't it go up at some point as well?
I was
No,
about
it's
to
It's
say.
next level my rock goes up damaged, isn't it?
I can't remember what I said. I'll have to check the recording.
So you get 10 temporary.
I love my rock.
Your rock is fun.
Okay, so... Trying to think of what to do before we go down there.
Do you have any more torches?
Hmm?
Do you have any more torches?
I've got fairy fire.
Don't need many.
Three.
I have a stabby torch.
You've got a sword.
I still have like 10 in my pack. That
You've
I'm
got a
not
glow in
I've
the dark
probably taken
sword.
Yay.
Probably.
Basically,
Like,
everyone's
down
got
the cave
stuff.
entrance.
Everyone's got
And it's
stuff,
just
and it's just sort of
littered with
communal
used
for what
torches.
Highmender needs, and he just gives what he doesn't want back. But
But
he also
that's
gives whatever
what-
he has and doesn't want away as well, so... He pretty much just keeps weapons and torches.
Is anyone going to talk about that as we start entering the cave entrance?
What the Highmender
And there's just like a bunch of used torches littered around the floor.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it was probably Highlander.
Yeah, it's probably a good assumption to make.
I mean, yeah, I didn't see anything last night, so.
I was snoozing.
How you not see anything?
Because it was peaceful.
You don't know. The girls do though, because when they woke up, don't have stuff to sleep.
Don't throw me under the bus here, guys.
Are you afraid of Highmender?
To be fair, Triss also fell asleep on her watch, so
Watch go well then.
Yes.
I kind of want to roll a insight check, but Highmander's not that smart.
As far as I'm concerned, it did. Like, Triss
He
falling
didn't
asleep
just
is not a
speak.
bad thing in my
Shall I
mind.
try this?
do you want to insight check them? Does your on edge feeling make you want to test
I mean,
them?
yes.
I'm not being
Yeah.
deceptive,
So-
though, because in my mind it didn't go badly.
The good news is, we're okay. Because Highmender rolled a 3. And he has +2, so he got a 5. So he's vaguely aware that, yes, words happened.
You spoke. Good to know.
The girls said something positive. I like the girls. The girls are pretty.
The girls make positives now. That is good enough.
My Mender is distracted by boobs.
Probably.
Typical male. That's where you just sit there.
Right,
Yes,
so
I'm
you-
Mender.
So you cast aid.
Yeah.
Does anyone what have people done? Anything people want to do?
Is there point in casting Pass Without Trace?
Maybe.
On him, yes.
Yeah, I suck at this.
I mean,
Well, I can
the
cast
people
it on
you
all
cast
of us.
Pass Without Trace on is pretty much everyone but me.
Well,
Because
I mean,
Highmander's the
I can
stealthiest
cast it
of
on anyone,
rocks.
Everyone, anyway.
Hey, Menderson. That image is still my favourite.
Just
It's really good.
Trish just standing on top of it like...
Oh, it's the best stealth check ever.
I like to think she's just like this. Like,
I just imagine you were standing like the sea captains. Just
Yes,
like,
yes,
like
this.
1 foot up on it, just like, yes.
It doesn't
With a
even.
floating butterfly track and flying back with their feet honking Phoenix in your shoulder. It probably looks like a lopsided parrot anyway.
Yes.
What is it? Second level.
How long's it last for?
An hour.
That's long enough.
Yeah, okay. I'll cast Pass Without Trace.
Yay.
We all get +10 to bonus dexterity stealth checks. And we can't be tracked
So are
except
you-
by magical means.
Are you going to stealth your way down the tunnel there?
Might as well.
Yeah,
As
cool.
soon as we got past without
Make
trace.
your stealth checks. Let me.
Wow, I rolled a natural 20 and a 13.
Nice.
Wait, do we have advantage or?
No,
I
you have
I-
disadvantage.
Yay!
Well, the good news is you're not the only one to get a nat 20.
Yay!
The bad news is it's not 20, it doesn't count because you rolled a 13.
So you've got
20,
3.
3
Three.
plus your dex.
which is 0.
I have got a total of 32.
We're all late hearing you coming.
What did you roll?
1.
Yay! I am stealthy!
I'm
I
super
got
stealthy.
20.
What did I roll?
31 in total.
Let's beat you.
I got
32.
34.
He's a
Ah,
ghost.
screw you. To be fair, to put it into comparison, 5'5" goat dude 8'5" half giant.
Yeah, but he's got clippy cloppy feet, so
I
like
literally.
tap shoes.
I'm just like I'm like
High
just like
heels.
just put rope over.
Highlander does nothing but drink beer. Do you really
Yeah,
think he's
so
not
it's-
passing gas like half the time he's around people?
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, I've learned to live without oxygen.
You know how I feel about
You guys aren't even aware
We're all
it's
just
happening.
wearing
breathe
gas
underwater,
masks at
so-
this point.
At this point, you don't even know you can't even notice it anymore. You
This is
don't
part.
know it's
This
happening.
is part of Hymander's smell. We've become
Like our
used to
sense
it.
of smells.
because you
gone.
stealth
Eroded.
so well, and these gnomes are not looking out for you in the sense that they aren't expecting you to stealth in. It goes down and down. Your dancing lights keeping you just visible enough, but not too far ahead so as to make you obvious. And then it kind of opens up at the bottom, and you see it goes forward for a bit, and then the ceiling just opens up, and it's like almost like the mountain itself is hollow. It's huge, and you can see this is like you can't see, but those of you that have dark vision get the dim outline. You can see like stalagmites, stalactites, roots coming from the ceiling. A few of these, the bigger orange crystals dotting out, and you look ahead of you, and you see a fortified garrison shanty town made from stone and roots, and the gnomes are waiting. You can see them standing at stations.
Highlander wants to charge.
You can see that they have set up spiked walls, 20 foot tall, which is pretty tall for a gnome, but
20
not so
foot
tall for
tall.
Highlander.
Highlander wants to charge the wall.
It's made from stone and roots that they've pulled out and stalactites that they've
Highlander
plopped
will
up.
use strength check and rip wall
I know
down.
what you can't do. Don't worry. You
Just
can.
imagine that. You'll never get through. What
You
the-
can't see everything behind the wall, but you are like just from the vast distance of it. You can see that they've carved a town into this cave, and you can see
How long have they
glitters.
been here?
Long enough.
Long enough.
They're gnomes, they work quick.
They work quick.
Yeah, there is enough of them that they can do that.
You can't see far in, but you can see on the ramparts that they built that there are gadgets made for repelling people that approach them. They have scouted in the night. You didn't hear them from your failed checks, so they know you're coming, but they can't see you right now.
Highlander will attempt to sneak very, very close.
Mildred North takes down dancing lights. You're in the dark.
Can I
What about
roll my
KFC?
stealth?
Did we see a gate?
Not an obvious gate. They've propped this up in the night.
Highlander
Preparing
will
for you.
approach stealthily.
How close do you plan to get?
Close enough. To see if I can find a weak point in the wall,
So you want to scout along the wall.
I'm going to be scouting along.
You're right, so you make the
Why
stealth
are they
check to
sending
get
ghosts?
to the wall.
So there's people
You still have... Oh, you would lose pass without a trace because you won't be close to Dondak.
wait, hang on.
I was going to say,
Oh,
why
it lasts for an hour.
It's when you're near him.
We'll find out.
Because Jester does it in critical role.
It's a radius, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a radius.
Yeah, it has to be within 30 feet of me.
Oh,
It picks up the goat man.
oh, great. So it's not 30 I got, it's a mere unnatural 20.
A mere
Thanks for that.
unnatural 20.
I want it to be like Super Ghost.
You want it to be like
The
moving
8.5
rock.
foot tall, just like
The
one second
moving
he's
rock.
next to you, the next second he's like up against the wall. Like, I can do this.
So you
Smith
said
and
that there
Hopper
were
plays the
some
background.
like up on top of the tower, right?
On the ramparts, yes.
Did we see gadgets as in
So can
ballista?
I like use hide in
It's
plain
gonna hurt.
sight to
Highlander has a
just
plan.
kind of stay somewhere far back, and I'll be picking people off from the ramparts.
I mean,
or
that is
You want
something
to
you
stay
could
back?
actually
That's
do.
fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna use hide in plain
I have
sight
one
as well
quick
to
question.
up my-
Mm-hmm.
Are these ballista on the wall?
They're on the top of the rampart. Some of them are.
So if
You
I
don't know
rip
what's.
down a
You
wall,
don't know what's beyond.
I'm assuming they're manned.
Oh yeah, they're
How many did we see?
You don't know yet. How many don't have to tell you now that he's up to the wall.
Highlander rolls. I want to know exactly how many there are. So
But wait,
So
he just
make me
like
a
starts like going like,
Perception check from where you are. You're gonna have to listen and see. So
hang on, let me just.
pick your nice dice.
Pick the good ones.
I'm in the enemies like inside, just like
Oh shit! Perception 24. Nope. 25 is plus 6 to my perception roll.
Have you got 15
like
perception?
a little
That's
rumble
nice.
and like pops his
Highlander's.
hand
Oh,
up
I
his
always
little
pick from
face.
perception proficiency.
Where you are,
Mhm.
you kind of look up from underneath, so you don't have direct sight, but you can see that there's at least one directly above you, and you can hear voices. So you think there's at least 2 or 3 at the
Just
ballistas
Batman.
for loading, pooling, and
I'm incredibly
Circling.
tempted to climb
And
the
you,
wall.
you
just,
look
like,
to either side,
just start
and you can-
crushing them as I pull them down.
you can see them as looking either way, that you can see like another, like 30 feet away, there's another each going around. So this is a long fortification, this is a massive chamber, it's like a fortified town you've come up towards.
If I did it slowly and methodically, would I be able to kill all three of them before the next group found me?
No.
Would I be able to
You
point
would
the ballista at
alert
people?
the ones on the other ones.
Could I like just casually like sit there and when they walk past just grab one and just pull it off the rampart?
No, you'd have to reach over the rampart and it's 20 feet up.
Just climb up and just like
There are,
corpse move to the next one.
there's 3 of them at each ballista, so as soon as you grab one,
How many ballistas do I see?
from where you are, you can see 5.
There's 5 of us.
So there's at least.
I have a fireball.
Fireball is not very good in this situation.
I'm just going to hit all three of them with the ballista.
You're
Knock
gonna
a hole through the wall.
literally show everyone where you are.
Yeah.
That's why I
Look
said that
over
I'm going to
here.
use hide in plain sight.
Which
Wait,
only
no.
works in your
Is this a
chosen
wall
terrain.
that goes from? Is this a wall that goes
No,
from
it
one
works-
side of the
it
room?
works as long as
to
I
another
have
side.
access to.
But you can't see the full size of the room from where you are. This is
I
just.
thought we used
You
But
don't
it's
even
like
have
room
dark
and,
vision.
like,
Me giving you
cushions
this just because
to-
you got 25.
But is it like a wall to wall kind of thing? Like they've
A
just
wall.
barricaded it.
They've barricaded their township, yeah.
Is
You
it-
can't see the full size of the town because I only gave you this because you've got 25. You don't have dark vision.
It's true.
So I'm only giving you this
Wait, they
because you
have
rolled
torches
25.
on the wall.
They do not.
Oh shit! No.
They have
deep
dark
gnomes.
vision.
They are deep gnomes.
Are these guys? Wait, these guys have a dark vision of 120 feet.
Yeah, these guys are in main sight.
Yeah, hide in plain sight. I can, as long as I have access to mud, dirt, plant suit, or any other naturally occurring materials which I can create camouflage with.
You're in a stone cavern.
It could be dust and debris.
You're like, I'll make
Rub
it
just
work.
rub your face on the wall.
Yeah,
And rubs your face against a random person. You're, I'll take the dirt off you, thanks.
The good news
I'm
is.
sure there's plenty of dirt in like the base of like the back.
back.
The good news is.
The
I have
bag of holes.
handful
I'm
Your face
consistently
on
grounded.
Highlander.
Yeah.
I'm permanently grounded in here, aren't I?
Yes.
You could just make a bear noise and scare them all off.
I could just make bear noises.
They'd all probably prepare something.
Or, I've got a second plan. We go get a load of alchemist's fire and just burn the wall down.
It's stone.
The root parts. Wait, don't we have that magical axe that just carves through stone like it's non-existent?
Pickaxe.
The magical
yeah.
pickaxe. We could just.
We
It
could
would
just,
take a long
you
time.
just start digging a tower out.
It moves like, it's like it's something like you said it was something like 30 feet of like digging in a minute. That's just like
I don't remember what it's
No.
on the tools. Got it
they
here.
were insanely useful.
They're not hindered by stone, they just carve it out easily.
They just carve it out like butter.
Yeah, but it would still take you a while, and they would hear it.
Not.
No,
Yeah.
silent.
This says it cannot detect metal through 1 foot of stone.
Aren't they silent though?
No.
Does anyone know
I remember
silence?
some- I don't think I've got it. I thought I did.
No.
Yep.
What?
Okay, so our
They're
options.
basically detect metals.
Our options are we either full-blown assault this thing,
Which is pretty easy.
or we try to sneak through. Do I see any weak points in the wall that I could sneak through?
Not from where you are.
I'm gonna go scout further along.
You do not have dark vision, so you are at disadvantage for any more checks you make. I only gave you that one because you were so good at stealthing.
So just disadvantage on all the stealth check.
On any
Stealth.
perception check.
On
You
any
will have to re-roll your stealth check now if you move. But you'll have disadvantage perception checks, you don't have dark vision.
18.
Is that your stealth?
Yes.
Okay, any perception checks you want to make. Which way are you going?
I'm going to go.
Just pick a left or right and I'll know which way you're
Right.
going. So you're facing. Yep, okay.
Huh. That would be 16. Yeah, I rolled 2 10s. That's handy.
Counting your footsteps as you walk, you work out that it's about 30 feet between the ballistas that you can see. You do hear at least 3 people at each one. And as you're walking along the wall, you can also hear chittering behind the wall, but as though there are multiple levels. But you hear a lot of chittering in a couple of different languages. So they're obviously using different ways of communicating, and there's a lot, an awful lot of voices.
You have to come back and tell us this, though.
Yes. Highlander should probably not have been the one to sneak forward on his own.
Give the guy who's like plus 30 to stealth. And dark
Only with hide in plain sight.
And dark vision, yeah. We've sent the one person in the party.
Two.
The one person in the party who doesn't wear heavy armor, but doesn't have dark vision, to sneak forward.
Hey, you're the one who
Yeah, and
decided
that
to do
one
it.
guy is also now just like rolling around in the ground for a minute to then stay up against the wall.
All you see is just like, all you guys see, like very immediately, is just a rolling rock, and then all of a sudden it's just like a big figure does this for a wall.
This is the best mental images I've ever seen.
Just every now and again he walks like that, and then every now and again he'll just do a barrel roll.
It's like when you build all these ridiculous characters in your like games, and then you just do a roll, and it just looks like they've kind of done the heavy roll from Dark Souls. That's what it looks like, the heavy roll from Dark Souls. And then
really
it's
quietly, it's like a really quiet heavy roll, and then just like a every now and again you'll just hear him do this.
How far is the blister from us?
Well, they've made it so that they can have a good distance, so it's a good 90 feet away. So that they have enough to see and shoot, but not so much that they're next to the entrance. They have enough room that they can fire at a dragon coming towards them, was the original intention.
Yeah, they were.
But when they scouted up the top of the tunnel in the night and saw other people there, they got ready.
Maybe we should have camped in the entrance, their entrance.
Out of curiosity, if I'd taken the second watch, would they have noticed us?
You'd have heard them chittering in the tunnel.
Ah. And I'd have probably seen them throwing all those torches down.
On the boulder.
They wouldn't have come up to you, but they would have chittered and then run off. Because, I mean, they're hardly going to come in a scout party to attack a dragon. And they would not have been expecting you. So...
Yeah,
You're chittering stealth down, they turn a corner just to encounter this. Just staring down, just one of them goes...
Oh shit.
What would you like to do?
Do I see any weak points in the wall?
These guys make good walls.
Yeah,
I'm
they've had time to prepare.
I'm going to go one more to the right. See if I can find anything. So
With the lack of dark vision, and you're really just going on sound at this point. You won't see anything.
Can I not feel the walls I'm moving past?
I mean, you can feel that they're just like carved round pillars of stone that are being held together by whatever roots they've pulled up. Like the kind of thing you'd expect from a fantasy kind of build. Means that they've been spiked quite sharply at the top, but there's a few bits that are jagged on the edges. Like if you rub up against them, you'll probably nick bits off your shoulder. You wouldn't, not enough for a high mender to notice, but you know, if you were pushed up against it suddenly, it would be rough to the touch.
I'm going to sneak back to the group.
Roll your stealth check. It's not the time to roll the one Highlander.
No, but I think a 19's a passable.
19 is passable. Just takes rock form and slowly grinds towards the direction where he thinks the party is. Because it's now dark without dark dancing lights.
Wait, does that mean none of them can currently see me? So I'm just going to turn up out of nowhere?
Well, we have dark.
You're all the... Yeah,
No, the ones with dark vision see the rock shape, but they don't. They might know. I might assume it's Highlander.
I see nothing.
If I saw a large rock slowly grinding along towards us, I would assume
must
it's
be
Highlander
Highlander.
immediately.
That is a bad idea to have, because what if it's a giant rock elemental?
Well, I mean, like.
Oh, now
that's
you're
the
going
thing I
to
got.
learn the hard way.
Must be Highlander.
I'm going to just sort of turn back up.
Equally as dangerous, to be honest.
I got an idea.
Hello.
Idea.
I got an idea.
Idea.
I got an idea.
I'm going to inform the party
No,
of
he's
everything
gone
I've heard.
eyed deer.
Yeah. I
One
can see.
idea.
I can see.
The other eye was eaten by Highlander in the night.
Probably.
If we need to make a distraction, why don't we send the Lucian Manticore overhead?
Huh?
Dorothy can make an illusion.
Oh yeah, Northy has major illusion.
If a Manticore started flying around and screaming at people, they would freak. And they would be off the blister.
What if
Or
Mildred
they'd
can...
be shooting at the ceiling.
Mildred is not expected to be included in this because I haven't leveled him up in 3 levels yet.
That'd be fine. Which means...
But
Or-
Mildred can make it look like a dragon's flying overhead too.
Well, that works too, even better.
I'm just going to explain to you how many noises I heard inside those walls,
Okay,
and then look at you like you're an idiot.
that's fair, right? Many.
City. Big. Many. High men are not strong enough.
I can't believe you just said that.
Quickly, someone write it down.
Alone. High men are not strong enough alone. need little brother.
We'll settle for you.
Little
could-
brother
we could
and
set up
family
a-
would be good.
We could set up a
You guys
catapult
work.
system if we just got enough big rocks. And you could just throw a rock at each ballista.
Who's
I'll
got the
just
Pepsi?
sunbeam them all.
Pepsi's
Highlander.
Can I have Pepsi?
Pepsi's there.
Thank you.
To be fair, with grounded in my strength, I could theoretically throw a rock.
With your likely roll, you could probably get through a portion of the.
I could
Wall.
probably take down a fair few of these ballistas.
I wouldn't worry about you taking out ballistas, but you could certainly get into the town.
I'm not gonna lie, Highlander could probably just rip his way through the wall.
That's what I thought you might do. You could probably, with your rolls, unless you roll really low, could probably get into the town.
Just instantly just, what's that sound? Why is the wall gone? Why is there
Oh,
screaming?
Yeah,
Who the
actually,
hell is he?
I would presume that they couldn't turn the ballistas 180. They'd be stuck facing out.
They would have like a 90-degree arc of movement.
Go inside
Yeah,
wall and
so
start killing
if we
people.
all actually just snuck up, and then Highlander ripped open a hole in the wall.
I love that. We're gonna
We would
sneak
then
up,
be
and then
in-
Highlander's going to rip a wall apart.
Oh yeah,
You
and
would
then we
have
would
to
be
charge
inside.
to get through the wall.
Oh, Highlander
I'm not going to
charge
lie, you would have to charge, because you were up against it, you felt it, it's thick, you would have to charge it.
Highlander full speed. Ooh, damn. That's not so
That's
much as
the-
a...
That's the wall. That's not anything else in combat, that's just the wall.
That's a
That
lot of noise. It'd
that
probably
would
be
negate
easier
the
to
ballistas,
climb the
right?
wall.
Don't you
And
guys
hope
still
that
have
you're
climbing gear?
Probably be easier to find like a middle point between the two ballistas, grappling hook it, and try and get up that wall before they know it. We do have grappling hooks. Highlander has like 3.
But a lot of guards.
Yeah, we've got a
Getting
Highlander.
in is not the problem, it's how many of them are in there that's going to be your problem.
The solution is simple.
What's
There's
the
actually a
plan
second
once we
solution
get
none of us
in
have thought
there?
about.
Bring down the cave.
No.
Dude, this is the dragon's home, don't be so mean.
I didn't think of that. That's a good idea. But I don't particularly feel like we should collapse a mountain
My
on this
first
just yet.
thought when we were, I was like, well, we're fucked. Just like
Just fire a
block
few
the
nuclear
tunnel.
options.
There's 2 things we could do. There is we join as a group and do this as a group, or we make a distraction. The 4 of you doing your job and Highlander just killing shit. Highlander could survive, technically.
Well, how many ballistas could we destroy?
Highlander
No,
could probably
we
hit
don't
them
need
with a
to
rock
destroy-
from a distance.
You're worried about ballistas, I haven't told you what's in the town yet.
That's what I'm worried about. We don't know what's in there, and what are you planning to do once we get in
Yeah,
there?
but
Kill
Assuming that Highlander
There's
said
nothing
many
up there,
voices, many languages.
It
Don't
sounds
remember.
like
Highlander
there's other
understands a whole
races.
2 languages.
Yeah.
What
He
language
doesn't
do you
know the
know?
difference between anything else.
What languages do you know? Just giant and common.
Giant and common. If I've heard
what
giant,
languages do people know?
I know,
I know.
common drone.
I took
Common,
linguist, so I now know
Comic,
3 extra
Druidic,
languages.
Oh, you took
Undercommon,
linguist.
Common, Elven,
So-
Sylvan.
I
What was the other
have-
one?
I have-
Draconic, Druidic, Undercommon, Common, Elven, Sylvan.
You can understand what half of them say.
Undercommon?
Undercommon.
oh god, we're not fighting the dwarf things as well either.
No, they speak undercommon.
God damn.
What are they saying?
Yeah, I've got common and
No, Dorothy does not have dark vision.
Sylvan and giant.
You learned
Dorothy
giant.
has
I
magic.
needed to learn giant because I
Superior
just have
invisibility,
Highlander,
limited
which is just
telepathy.
fear.
Magic resistance.
This is the idea. Do you speak
Well,
giant? No, I
thank
speak
you.
Highlander. What's that? Just beer.
Wait, could we not use suggestion to just make all the
It
guards
needs
of
to
the
be just
ballista
like
towers just go away?
ratings and stuff.
How big is this
Charm.
ballista?
Well, they're probably for them huge. For
Sure.
you, probably. Trying to picture how big it would be. How big are these guys? Let's have a quick check.
Out of curiosity, could Highlander pick one up?
Use
Ballista.
Use it as a crossbow.
Not a crossbow. More like, do you know
More
how
like
they
a-
can't turn naturally?
more
Could
like a-
Highlander just
Yeah,
sort of
like,
rip it out.
that's
and
what I'm
just
Probably,
expecting.
probably like a great bow for you, kind of thing. Like it would be like a that kind of size.
So I can pick one of these things up and use it.
No, they're built like catapults, but I mean like size wise, they would be like that, like
That's
when a
how
person
catapult
like
wide
not like a long bow, but you know like they're built to be.
So I could theoretically turn it, force it past its turning point and fire it once and it'll never work again.
They won't have that kind of rotation. But as soon as you yank it off, you'll just splinter all the wood or whatever's
So are they,
stone in the
are they
cave.
fixed then?
I can't tell you that until you get and have a look at one.
They would have to swivel a bit. They only need the ability to do that.
They need to be side to side and up and down because they're designed to stop a dragon from
But we
getting
don't know
in.
if they're also designed to fire over the city or not.
Can anyone do anything with stones?
Why would they be designed to like shoot
Like
themselves?
Because dragons can fly, and it's a big chamber.
Yeah.
Conjure element.
have an extraction.
Conjure elemental?
Don't we?
I can just conjure
That would be more useful
earth
inside,
elemental.
to be honest. We need to get into the wall, and either we spend ages sneaking around it to find a weak point,
Or just punch it.
or we just Highlander rips a hole in the wall. It's up to you guys.
At this point, we just might as well rip a hole in it and.
I mean, I have Dimension Door, but I can't take you. Because you're too big. I can take any of you guys.
So you could dimension door up to the top of the wall, and Highlander could rip through another part of the wall.
So what I'm hearing so far is Dornak wants to do revenge, that's all, and pick them off bit by bit. You want to get rammed through and get in.
Well,
You want to dimension someone and get onto the ramparts, and you just want to fireball everything.
in my
Well, I'm
defense,
just saying
I am
it's a
also
possible
perfectly content with
plan.
climbing the
I
wall.
can take one person and all of their gear, like, anywhere that I can describe. So,
So
if we have a plan formed, we can technically get 2 people inside.
Well, the simple solution would that not be then? I'm trying to think. You can only turn to dragons, can't you?
She can fly.
Yeah, but she can only turn to dragons.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
actually,
What are
can
you
stealth.
thinking?
I just caught the shirt.
so slow.
This, like,
I-
multiple times.
No, but I wasn't like I
Well,
wasn't.
actually, I can
acknowledging
spend
the shirt.
I can spend 2 of my
Shifts.
transfer my shifts and turn into an elemental.
I'm trying to think what would be the most.
So that's it. Either elemental.
Are
or
we
dragon.
trying to do this quietly, or do we just disregard stealth entirely?
You might as well discard stealth because as soon as we make any noise and start a fight, the whole place is
Oh.
going to know we're here.
Yeah.
I've got
They're
good
waiting for
craft,
you, theoretically.
so I could distract them because I can create tiny, I can create sensory effects,
That would work on like 1 or 2.
but it's still better than nothing.
Also, the quicker expedient option would be him to shoot one and me and him to shank them in the dark. You're gonna not. Your fiery sword is not good for shanking people
Yeah, it is.
In the dark.
in the
In the
dark.
dark.
It glows fire. There's a
If you're
torch.
trying to stay stealthy, you
Yeah,
don't want a
keep in the
glowy
dark
stick.
with fire.
That's a fair point. In a
How about
black underground, you would be the beacon.
'Cause if
I
they
can
were-
give you javelins, tridents.
I
I
have the
can
weapons.
cast darkness
Hand
around
axes.
you.
I have a.
And they can't see you with their dark
He
vision.
can't see where he's going, he just walks into walls. He doesn't have dark vision, he
I
can't
can
see
give you a
anyway.
7-foot tall great axe you might not be able to wield.
I have actually got a
But
claymore
like
here.
their dark vision can't see through it.
That would be useful.
But in theory, I could
you lose 2
distract them with Druidcraft. Because if
Oh,
they're
yeah.
distracted, that might make things easier.
Holy shit, my AC compared to yours is great. What armor are you wearing?
Chainmail.
I thought we bumped you up to. Oh no, we're getting you plate mail at the next one.
Oh, we still haven't got to the next time. Didn't even think about that.
I
Not
do.
long left, the elven one.
I do have
I'm in her missus, his lady friend.
I do have a
You can
longsword.
write her a letter and you get back
I'm
to
in
the
the can't
temple.
write letters.
They can
Get
write
someone
it
else
for
to write
you.
it for you.
It goes up to Triss and just be like, letter, write.
I do have a longsword with me.
Elf.
Not now, Hyman.
And that, but
Dear
that's when,
elf
him.
lady.
but that's when Triss is like,
She gave him a
What's
note with with her address on it, so
Oh,
that he
wait.
could send messengers. Just get her letters.
Yeah, but I also tried to go on the date with her and she went with him. So,
So-
I'm just gonna be like,
Nah, I'm talking.
I'm writing a letter.
I hope you die, you horrible elf woman.
I mean, that can read, he can't write.
Just write it in a different language.
Writes it in
Yeah, I just
Infernal.
write it in Inferno. It's like,
Turns out Timothy is fluent.
Does Timothy whisper?
Does
in your ear?
Timothy
She's
speak
writing stuff.
some giant?
No.
Does
Not
Timothy
yet.
speak at all?
I'm gonna try and teach
He understands
Timothy.
Sylvan.
Oh.
His
You
rock-
I'm
speak
going
to
to
my
speak
rock.
to him.
You can speak to the
So,
rock.
so I was like just like like singing lullabies to Timothy as I carried him along.
Go to
Sylvan, you are a musician, to be fair.
he's also a fire eater.
I
Natural
have
born
part
performer.
of the entertainer background.
I'm just fail at it.
I can perform a fire eating routine.
Okay,
Not
So,
with
guys,
like produce
Guys,
fire.
guys.
Famous last words.
We got to
I
do
can
this.
eat fire.
Rolls in that
Throw
one.
a deck fire.
Dies.
Throwing deck fire eater, yep. That can go on the
Could we
list.
send a wind wall right across it?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Theoretically, that would
I've
take
got
out 3 of
water
them.
wall.
Wind
So
wall's
if-
100 feet.
So
would take
that
out
would
3.
be a dimension door with an arrows and the wind wall. That would take out some of the ballistas.
Can we sneak up? 20 foot. Highlander can climb that in like. Highlander's not even going to use all his whole movement.
I could
to do
cast
that.
jump on you.
No, he's a 5 foot at the top technically because your climb speed's.
I
If
could
you're
cast
You could
jump.
cast jump. I could probably jump.
Yeah, you could
20
probably.
foot
You can a 60 foot jump.
just all you see is
It's
just.
the roof of the cave.
I just
That's
see
all I
it
got
like
jump
this.
for. It's
All I see
ever
is
wanted
jump.
it for.
I know you see it's just one of the gnomes go.
Just grab onto a
Why is it
stalactite
getting
on the
darker?
ceiling.
Is it getting darker? And just see Highlander just going. Da, 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 da. Just slams into all 3 of them.
For this
From the
reason,
top
right,
row.
we need to get Highminder
Right.
a cape.
Right, so we've gone from
He's already got
charging
a
the
kill.
wall to jumping Highlander. We should have waited for the flying Highlander. This would have been better with flying Highlander.
Oh my god, flying Highlander.
So you have a
Just
flying
like
Highlander,
cannonball.
jumping Doendak, a dimension dooring duo, and then there's Hender going, can someone get me in?
Oh my god, I just had the greatest image in my thing.
You just
Highlander
slowly
just
climb your way up the wall while Highlander
greatest image ever. Highlander when he flies just gliding down. All I had was the image of Mushu going, "Your worst nightmare."
Oh, well, yeah, because they've got dark vision,
Your
so they can
worst
see straight up
nightmare.
the kill.
Just I have the image of Mushu just doing that with like the kite just.
Just like throwing your rock while in midair.
Oh
It's like a basketball kind of like slide
basketball
dunk.
dunk, and the other two just sort of get just see Highlander falling, just goes, "I'm bored now."
Or I could just sump him.
Yeah, you could just grab onto Hymander's back when he jumps up.
Yeah, don't even.
Because I mean,
no,
my
I
plan
could
is to just
literally
stay at
just
the
go.
wall for at least
Yeah.
the beginning anyway.
How much?
Or you could round the wall, cast
I'm
jump
gonna-
on
I'm
Hender,
gonna
and then
start
dimension
picking
door the other two.
Other
Sounds-
balls.
What about him,
sounds
though?
ritual.
So
He
if
wants
you
to
cast-
shoot from a distance. He wants to
Oh,
snipe.
you want to shoot
Yeah.
for a distance? So jump. You're
That's
jumping.
me, Ripple,
Once
please.
we've cleared the
Right,
wall,
so-
then I can move up to the wall.
So
and
let
shoot
me
from
understand what we've gotten to so far. So we've got a jumping Hender, a sniping Doendak, a charging Highlander, and a dimension dooring duo.
And a wind rolling to the scenario.
I thought
Yeah, that makes
both
sense.
of you were jumping, or were you?
Highlander needs to round the wall so there's an emergency entrance.
In other words, if your plan doesn't work, there's a doorway that Highlander's made. And everyone can fit through it, because no one is Highlander's size down here. Except
Fair
Highlander.
Yeah, not
So-
even me in dragon form is Hymander's.
Is that what we're doing then?
I think if
Right,
you're getting
so-
jump,
Which
You
means
guys,
you need
you
to
guys
cast the
pop
wall
it to
without
like
AC.
one part of the wall. You cast wind wall across all the ballistas. Then I'll Hendar can run and jump
Do you
up
want
onto
to
the
wait
other side while
until
I'm
he's
shooting at the other
charged
side.
the wall?
yes.
Because that'll be like a big distraction. We can like be on the top.
The plan,
And just
my
wind
idea,
wall.
my way I'm viewing it is we're gonna pick a point in the wall where you guys are going in. Then Highlander's going in about
Yeah.
60 feet at a different place. So
Yeah,
he's
like
gonna
one
make
side.
everyone converge on
Right,
one
how
place,
long
and
is
you guys
the
are gonna
wall?
attack another.
Yeah, and once we've
Oh,
cleared the
to the
wall,
left.
then I can move up to
Or
the
how
wall
like how
and
long
shoot
is
from the
wind
wall.
100 feet.
50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
So you'll hit 2 ballistas.
Basically.
That's enough for us, look.
So am I charging the wall, or am I going to attempt to climb a wall?
Well, if you're making.
Could you charge through the wall
emergency
right
exit.
under the blister?
Yes. But
Oh,
this
okay.
wall also had either people in it, or people right behind it.
Well, you're probably going to crush who's on the other side. Realistically.
And if I use my charger perk, that means if there is an enemy arm right in front of them, I can swing my glaive at them.
Cleave him in half again.
Problem is, I'm going to be entering rage, then I'm going to be charging.
They're going to hear that.
They're going to hear the rage first. They're going to hear a bear
They're gonna
roar,
hear,
and then
they're
a
gonna
smashing
hear the
sound.
roar of death as the
Right.
wall comes
I
in.
need to know your plan of action.
Like the armored titan.
Depending on what you do, I will arrange initiative.
Oh, there's this
Well,
thing
if
on
you're
Facebook. It's like
charging
a
and
miniature
hitting
attack on
underneath
Titan,
one of
and
them,
it's got,
Mm.
like,
we can
wall
go
to wall,
too
and
further
your head
along
through
and
it
go
goes
hit
up it.
those two with the
That's the Titan.
wall,
That's
and you'll
not,
have the
like,
third
that's
one. That's
really,
3
I
of
wanna
them.
go there.
That depends on if my charging through a
Yeah.
wall will take down the ballista or just put a hole in a wall.
Yeah, but even all like
Even if he takes
you
hold of the
will
wall,
be-
you're in.
yeah, like
Well,
we'll
if
be
you charge
inside
under
the
the
wall
blister,
and
would
we'll
that
have a
blister be
distraction
big?
for
Depends on
like
what
everyone
damage
else
just
to
the
do all
wall.
their stuff.
Okay then, so we liking this plan then?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I
I'm
need to
kind of
know.
tempted to steal your shield, to be honest.
I need to know your plan, like your order of action.
I'm very tempted to steal your shield.
I would say
Well, I should cast
We need to be.
jump. I'll have a minute to run and get up that wall. But
It's
so
gonna take
probably
me
Who's
that's
taking Hinder?
It's good.
thing.
Well, if you are you going on the wall?
No, you stay back.
I'm gonna stay back until the wall's been cleared off, and then I'm going to go to the wall myself so that I can. snap
Running
the
under
wall.
that, instead of you wasting a spell for jump a second time, I can just place a grappling hook, or you can just enter the wall behind me.
Yeah, that's true.
And then walk up normally from the other side.
Walk up normally from the other side through the corpses that the will have left.
Hmm.
To be fair, you don't really need to be down there anyway.
Once you're on the wall, you'll be seen fine.
There's a simpler solution
Yeah,
that
well,
I'm thinking of.
like, I'll be able to.
A very simple solution none of us have thought of. I can literally carry all four of you without effort.
But I wouldn't charge through a wall while carrying
No.
all four of them.
Exactly, we will
You're not
die.
thinking of it through.
Oh, but
I can carry
cast-
all four of you, and then I could
cast
just jump.
That sounds better.
And then we're all.
And then we're all in there without any loud noises.
Apart from
Apart from the
Yes.
crash on the ground, you still take fall damage.
I take the full damage.
Yeah, but he is jumping.
No, if he jumps up
up
and then
landing on something that
I'm
is
still
higher.
taking 40 foot. of
No,
full
If you
damage.
do like a
What
full
was
jump,
jump?
if you do like a
What was
Does jump
full
force you to
effect?
do it, or
jump's
jump
full
full-
effect is that the creature's
Fair
jump height
fall.
is tripled.
my jump height would be 30 feet then?
Yeah,
You can jump 10 feet? That's impressive.
was half giant.
Half giant.
8 foot tall.
His strides are about 5.
Yeah, but you'd lose some of the height while carrying, even if it is below your carry.
You'd still make a 20-foot wall.
I could make a 20-foot wall though.
He carries a ton.
Even
You're,
if
I
it
can
was-
carry over
So
a ton.
you want to run in and jump?
I mean, it's a safer option.
You think it's a safer option?
I mean, it's that or make a really loud noise. Either way, we get a loud noise.
You know
but,
where you get a high noise, yeah.
you know, this way at least we're all in one area. Which could be
Yes.
bad, could be good, but we don't know.
We'll find out.
No, that
From
sounds
that
like a
look,
plan.
it seems
See.
like it's bad. But
We have 3 plans in action. There's like, we can...
I
Highlander
just
makes
want
some-
you to pick one before the
Let's
night
just jump
gets
Yeah,
along
I mean,
and
we're-
start a blade path of rude.
Alright, we can't decide. Flip a coin or something.
Roll a dice.
Flip a free-sided coin, guys.
Plan, I jump in.
So,
Ram,
ram, jump.
Ram or jump, I think
Ram
are
or
the only
jump.
2 options.
Yeah.
Ram or jump. Right. Who wants to pick it, heads or tails?
Tails.
On the wall.
Tails are round.
I love the guy
Yes.
like sticking his head for his
Yes.
market.
We're jumping.
100%
Well, that, you
really.
need to jump.
We're jumping.
We're jumping.
Oh.
So are you going to run up and jump, or are you going to stealth up and then jump?
I think we should stealth up with your pass without a trace on
Yeah,
it,
because passive out straight.
and then I'll
still
just
active.
jump us up.
Make your stealth checks first then. And does jump have a semantic component?
Yeah, it's the grasshopper's hind legs. It's not consumed when I use it.
No, I mean,
Semantic doesn't make a
semantic
noise.
vocal. Do you have to speak a command?
Oh, let me
You
check.
can whisper it.
You can whisper spells.
Yes, I know. but
The
also
distance,
need to
how long's the distance between the ballistas?
30
30
feet.
feet between them. Minimum.
I've got a breath weapon, which is 30 foot. I would get all 3 of them.
No,
You
it's 30
get
foot
one of
between
them.
each one.
No,
You're not
cheese.
like you get
It's
one.
like
Put it this way.
no,
30
the 3 guys.
30 foot.
Yeah, you get-
I would get the 3 guys with 1 ballista.
Put it this way. We jump up at a ballista, and the first thing Highlander does is kick one of the ballistas down.
And I can decrew the other one.
No, it's you touch a creature. The creature's jump
Oh,
distance
it's
is
just
tripled
touching.
until the spell ends.
No.
How does it
above
cast?
Without a
What's
trick.
it say? When you
Right,
cast
see,
it?
there's a section at the top. It'll
Yeah.
say action, blah blah blah. What does it say? SVM.
It's VSM.
Yes, and so yeah, you
Vocal
have to
semantic.
speak to cast it.
So I'll just go jump.
And I just hear the song. Jump.
Did everyone roll their stealth checks?
Yes, roll your stealth checks.
I got 25.
I did.
I got a 25.
25 with disadvantage.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got
Mine.
15 and 19.
Nice.
Thing is.
Yay. Nice. Good at stealthing today.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
don't know.
measly 23.
Oh, easily.
So now what you get?
32.
Nice.
What did you
I
get?
got 20.
No,
I got 25.
that's fine.
So
You-
I win!
you-
I got 32.
You kind of like you walk around Highminder's rock as he slowly goes towards you. Like you kind of like huddle behind Highminder's rock. It's now called your rock form. This is what it is. It's your rock form.
That's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
how
a form
Minder's
of
split personality.
You get up to the wall. You all put your backs up against it. Before you make your jump, if anyone wants to make a perception check now, make your perception check
Yeah,
now.
good plan.
Just in case you want any last minute.
Oh, 26!
I got nat 20.
Nat 20
Who's
as
nat
well.
20?
I get 26
Nat
for
20
perception.
also.
Nat 20's not actually count on
I know,
ability
but
checks.
it does mean I've got the max score I can get.
Yay.
25.
26, motherfucker.
So,
Mine is.
pressed up against the wall from the hijacks, you can tell the wall is thick. You can tell that it is heavily manned.
At least 15 people along. That's going to be a brutal, bloody fight.
And you can tell that it's a township because you can hear all sorts of hubbub behind it.
There'd be many women and children dead.
And so we become the villains we were always meant to be.
You're just gonna be at the end of the
Pillaging
year,
a
just gonna be like
town
so
forever.
much killing, and you're gonna be like the horrors. They're gonna be like, okay, and Hannah's just gonna be there.
No, Hannah's gonna be living life. She's just gonna be like
She's gonna
stabbing.
be
like,
dancing through, just stabbing children.
you're gonna be dancing through your cloud of daggers.
All you're gonna see after the end is me get bored,
Spinning
and pop a
around,
child's head
dancing
over
around
someone
you.
as a game of football starts.
Okay,
Think of the head.
getting in position. As soon as you cast it, that's it. They'll
I'm-
all know something's up.
I'm going to
Are they
put
gonna hear
lightning
it?
breath for as soon as I'm on the wall.
They'll hear semantic components, even if whispered.
Yeah. So I'm going to lightning
Well, I
breath
mean, this is
the
a
ballista in
magic
front of me.
component
With 3 guys on it.
That's not
They're not
manning.
manning. They're not on the ballista. One guy will be at it to aim it and fire it. The other two will be like to load it and guard it.
Yeah, they can fight people there.
No.
They'll be gathered around it.
Put it this way: we're jumping up, and the first thing I'm doing is dropping you guys and swinging an axe.
They're going to know we're here the moment you do that.
It
They're gonna know the moment
matter.
you're here the moment you get on the ramparts.
Yeah.
No matter how we enter this thing, they know we're here.
Yeah, I might as well go live
This
and
is
proud.
the happy hack and slash. Enjoy the adventure, guys. Just go for it. I'll let you get the first action because you got to the wall stealthily. So you each get one action. I'm assuming you jump is
My
yours.
action is jump on this.
I'm assuming my
So
action
you're going
is
for the axe. Are you going for the ballista?
Is the jump an actual action?
This movement, is it?
No,
That's
it's
just
movement. The
Right.
action is Dorndex spellcasting. So
So you
Dorndex
could
casting a spell.
realistically charge a ballista.
So I
So,
don't need to do that. I've got
Don't
a better
actually.
option.
so I need to know each of your one actions.
My actions will be to attack.
What are you attacking?
Whatever is closest that does not
Are you
my
going
allies.
for the ballista or one of the people at the ballista?
I've got a 15-foot radius and I attack twice for an action. I could attack anything.
You get a single action surprise round.
Yeah, it's just one.
Yeah, it's just one action, and then.
Can I have cleave?
Ding, ding, ding. No.
I will. No, in that
I'm
case.
giving you this free one as a merit of goodwill.
In that case, I'm going to kick the ballista at full strength and knock it off.
Okay, so you're going for a strength action. Hinder, what are you doing?
Stop nearest guy to me.
Can I take a bonus action in doing this?
No.
Turning
Well, I'm
into
jumping.
dragon, but not sure what dragon yet.
Okay, so you're going to take your turn to transform in advance.
I'll stab someone.
Okay.
In defense, my
Someone's
bonus
gonna try
action is
to
what I'm
land
going to be
instead.
taking while I'm about to jump. It's entering rage. It's a barbarian thing to do before they do stuff.
You can enter rage as your jump action. As you jump. Like, that is a given.
So rage is the and then I just get the kick.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Are you all ready?
No, but let's do this.
No, prep yourselves before we go.
He cast 8 already.
I've got the. Oh, when we enter combat, we all get the.
Got
That's
aura.
you four.
You no. You as well.
Anyone in range gets the +2 to saving throws and stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, and you get 12 temporary hit points.
12 temporary hit points. I thought you could only give that to 3 people.
No, 8. This is my aura.
Alright.
Because I'm good like that.
Tell me when
Did
you're
we
all ready
already
to do
have
this.
10?
Yeah, you've got 10 temporary hit points.
So
That's it.
Alright.
add another 12.
You'll get it.
Right, I'm just
Temporary hit
gonna.
points don't stack.
Right, I'm preparing
Oh, yeah, so
my initiative
The
for
highest
following
one is always
round.
taken, so you'll now have 12 temporary hit points.
You have 12. You
Also-
still got 10.
None of us would have temporary hit points if you took a long rest or a short rest at any point.
No, because he cast it as we were going down.
Then you'd, which is higher, the 10 and the 12?
12.
Then you'd have 12 temporary hit points.
No, he would have 10 from the 8. Because he's not in range.
No, he is. I picked up all 4 of
He's
his.
10 foot.
All 4,
No.
all 5 of us are going.
Yeah, I have to
Oh,
confuse for
fair
the
enough.
passive trace in that.
So all of us have plus 12.
Yeah.
Temporary hit points. Cool.
Yeah, we roll initiative.
Tell me when you're
Okay.
all ready.
We roll in.
I'm trying to decide.
Because once our actions are taken, we go.
No, nobody tell Meatbag what we're doing. Until after.
It's fine. I'm just waiting for you guys to say I'm ready so I can roar and jump.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Let me just get.
I need my
notes.
dice.
Yes, you will.
Like for murder. Small children won't murder themselves.
Okay, I am ready. I've decided what dragonborn I'm doing.
What's your action? Oh, yours is jumping it.
Jump.
What's your action?
Stabby.
Stabby, your action?
Stabby stab.
So we've got one
It's all
transformation, one
actually-
spell casting,
2
two
stabs.
stabby
Stabbies.
stabs, and you're whacking a thing as hard as you can and see what you hit with it.
Well, it's more like a. Think of it more like just the rock jump, just sort of slamming into things. This is beer. All you're gonna hear is
This
the
is
roar. All
Highlander!
you're gonna hear is the roar of beer, and then just a crashing sound.
Okay, so
Nice.
you jump. You roar. You land with a smash. Thank you. Everyone leaps off. Forward, I would
Still
assume.
not the same as you.
It just leaps off back down the wall.
I'll assume that Highlander turns and kicks first, so you're safe to go off. So Highlander, make your strength check against the ballista.
And I'm raging, so it's advantaged.
Yes, I know.
20. Yay.
Let me total this up.
Lots.
29.
29 what?
Strength.
That's the roll for strength. 29.
So
You fail.
with incredible strength, not only do you dislodge the ballista that's right in front of you, but splinter fractions of it rolling and hurtling towards the next one, immediately jamming the next one and killing one of the gnomes at the next station outright.
Two birds.
I don't need to roll the damage for that. With your crit, that's 4d10. So I know that you've killed one gnome right off.
Jesus Christ.
Because it was 2d10 for kill if you got it off, and you with your crit, you doubled it. So you have just destroyed 2 ballistas and killed one of them.
Someone never knew what
This literally went
Now that Highlander's facing that way, you jump off his back. If you're transforming into a dragon,
Yes, red dragon.
you're going for red. I would assume that because you can't fit you all on the rampart, that at least 2 of you will hop down to the ground.
Yeah.
Which 2 of you are taking the ground?
I'll take the ground.
I'll take the ground.
I should stay up on the wall.
You'll stay on the wall.
With dragon, so
Yeah, you.
round, yeah.
Yeah, you're with me.
Yeah, you're
We're
pretty
going to
much
share the
up
wall.
top, and I'll be
So-
jumping to the ground soon.
Make me a random stabby attack at the first person on the ground.
28 hit.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
Just waiting for the no.
Why are you rolling?
Lots.
Why are you rolling lots?
Because I get 1d8 from my improved divine smite.
What, you're using divine smite.
No, it's bonus. It's
It's a
Paladin
permanent
thing.
plus 1d8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paladins get it at a certain
Just
level.
that.
And it's just
No, but he's
Yeah,
rolled 4
plus
dice, so
1d8
what's the...
radiant.
3 for my flame sword.
Oh, your flame sword, okay.
Holy shit.
So what did you get?
Total.
Mm-hmm.
15 fire and
20.
5 radiant.
Bloody hell.
23.
Oh, what's your strength?
20. It's 18, so 24.
So you've done 19 fire and 5 radiant. Because your improved smite, your smite is always
Right,
radiant.
so that's your
Yeah.
action. You kick the thing, you transform, you cast a spell. Triss, make a random attack at one of the gnomes up there beside you in Highlander.
I assume I murdered one.
19.
That'll
Plus
hit.
strength or dex.
19 will hit.
Anyway.
I'm assuming you use dex with a rapier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's either 2 or
Well, it's
3.
a finesse. It's a finesse weapon. So
Oh,
yes.
yes, you can
Yeah,
use
let's
either.
text him.
Finesse is both.
Is it?
Yes,
No.
it is. Finesses you can use either.
Oh yeah, I had higher dex as well.
It's basically like if you use the rapier, it's either your...
Because I have a ranger that's got max strength and max dex. So they have a fantastic
It's
ability.
covered in syrup now. But that was a
Okay, you're
6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Let's do ones.
Look at this fire war.
Okay. Now you need to roll initiative, guys.
Hooray! There you go, Hannah.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Not bad, this is 20.
19.
Rolled 19.
Hooray!
So 21.
Okay. Can you...
No, wait. 22.
So Highmander's 22. Is anyone higher than Highlander?
No.
No.
Who's next below Highlander?
I got 19.
Well, I got 18 total.
If it helps, I do have advantage on that, so.
What did you get done that?
8.
Okay, so it's Trish.
Oh, +5 to initiative.
Good job, Donut.
Kathy
Obviously
moves in your
distracted
row.
by how awesome.
I haven't
your
leveled
entrance
up.
Yeah.
You're still confused how
Mildred,
Highlander managed to
but
kick something so hard it
Mildred
killed someone
will
30 feet.
tag along with.
was. Dress and guess.
I take advantage of that.
You've got KFP, so he'll tag along with you, so you've got dancing lights, so you can see.
Yay!
Donda, Triss has got KFP with you.
But I'm about to jump down.
You've done.
Wait, how many things are on this wall?
I thought it was me and him that were on the wall. He was jumping down. He was jumping down.
He's still on the
What,
wall
you
because he
just-
kicked
I'm
the
down.
ballista on the wall. These two had to fall down. There's not enough room on the wall for all four of you when you came down. Dondak and you are still on the wall with Highlander.
Put it this
I
way,
don't
you
know
two
that-
landed behind me, those two jumped down as Highlander sort of punted something so hard it killed the guy 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Which is still awesome.
Just see this guy going, what happened today?
Just hear one guy just going, this is fine, that's a small sound, that's 30 feet away. Jesus!
Suddenly a giant and a dragon have appeared.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be more scared of the giant than the dragon.
I am smaller than you, so
I mean, that's a small dragon. It's a big person.
I'm medium sized, so
Right,
That's a small
Highlander.
person to Hyman.
So they have got a 20 non-natural and massively good 23 to hit.
How'd they hit us when we rolled initiative?
They go every turn. You're now considered in a swarm.
Of what?
A whole city is attacking you now. War horns have sounded as you kicked ballistas and stabbed nearby soldiers. There are
19 to
screaming
23.
people running one way and angry yelling people coming towards you. So,
So, is it only one of us that understands?
undercommon. Gnomish, undercommon.
so I only understand half of what they're saying.
Because they're finishing each other's sentences.
They're nice like that.
So I'm gonna.
So it's
See,
just
they're
like-
nice like them.
No, you're joking.
I'm gonna take the lower amount of dice first. That was not the lower amount of dice, Tian. Oh, what? Is there a plus? I don't think there is.
I agree.
No. So the first hit is 17 damage. I haven't halved it yet because I know you're going to half it. And the second hit is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. And that's from the swarm of ballista wielders that no longer can shoot things from a distance. They have to run up and deal with you guys. So that's
Okay,
the
so I
first
took
one.
40 damage. Half to 20.
20 to 20.
Congratulations! I am now down to a total of 186 hit points.
Yay! But that does take it into your turn. And for the sake of how this town is built, you will always be swarmed by soldiers. Now,
The question is, how easy are these things to hit?
you'll find out as you go to hit them. I've adjusted this encounter for your difficulty.
I'm trying to think.
After we found out all their AC is like 19. Shit.
I'm trying to think. I could theoretically hit so many times,
Go for it.
but I just don't know what to hit with. So I can do a guaranteed 6 damage
Right, punch.
by punching, and I get 3 punches. Or I can take the risk and do more damage with 2 hits, but if I crit, I get an extra attack.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna do the swing.
You're going to be in constant combat from here on, and we need to keep it flowing.
with the glaive.
So, all I need to know is what you rolled to hit, and then how much damage you do.
Okay, so I rolled a 19.
Is that your first attack?
Yep.
How many attacks are you making?
I'm gonna be making 2 attacks.
Can you do both for me? We'll just...
I did a 19,
And,
and then I had to add up the modifiers for the second one.
was it that low you had to add up modifiers?
No, it was a 25. I just wanted to let you know I got a crit. In a really annoying way.
Don't be daft, just...
Oh, hang on. Make things easier. Bonus action. Okay, this one I actually have to do math.
How do you have 2 attacks in a bonus action?
If I'd score a crit or kill something, I get to, as a bonus action, I can do another attack.
I'm going to have to read it with barbarian stuff to
No, that's actually Great Weapon Master.
It's a feat.
It's a feat.
Oh, is that what you took?
Yep. I took that ages ago. Just not been using it correctly.
Yeah, it's fine.
That one would have been 16. That one may not have hit.
No, they all hit.
Oh, cool.
So
First attack.
total, don't, just tell me totals. Just tell me
I've got
totals.
necrotic, that's the problem.
Doesn't matter.
15 total. Oh, can you pass the Pepsi? 16 total.
Oh, it's harder what to do.
Mm, 24 total.
That's easier to do. I do good maths.
I wonder how much damage.
Quick maths.
Quick maths.
Suck with my
2 plus 4.
Okay.
This one is 3.
Okay, Hendar.
me.
Well, 29 and a 31 hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
14 because they're considered a multiple attackers. And I'm rolling the lower amount of damage for them right now. They're meant to roll 6 of these
66. That's gonna hurt.
each attack.
We are sworn. Do you know how you can heal people?
Right, so 13 on the first one.
Or like Cloud of Daggers, a single
Okay.
direction or something.
Yeah, so.
You ready? 13 on the first one.
I thought we did that straight off, and I thought we should instantly.
And 14 on the second one.
Wind wall would be.
And then it's your go, Hendar.
Yeah.
I'm second into
Alright,
that.
yeah, no, but wind wall would be really handy.
I mean, I've got wall water, but I don't know the
Add
stats
it, do it up the way, and then when it hits your total, you'll know.
Yeah, 92.
Is my horn available?
I think we worked out that it was, yeah.
Is it just on T.V. Beyond?
I believe
You're like, I can call for help!
Assist me, Squire!
Hendar, it's your turn.
Growl and grow golden scales.
Why are you not fireballs?
I'm gonna die very quickly. I'm not in a rush. There's plenty to fireball.
Why are you wasting it then?
Fireball, son! Fireball! Just fire it exactly 21 feet away from you.
It's chaos. I mean, you're being swarmed in all directions, there's people screaming and running in other directions.
Put it this way, we're killing everything. So,
Fair enough. There's a fireball getting launched 20 feet ahead of me.
21 feet.
33 feet. I'm assuming so the guy's eyes burn.
Yeah, 22 feet, so it'll hit the person standing right in front of him and everything behind him.
I also have immolation for one guy.
Screw that. Do that if you encounter like a goblin, like a gnome boss.
Just
or
tell me
something.
what's going on with
Fireball!
Fireball.
Fireball then. Make an X save.
Make that save.
86.
17?
We'll probably pass, don't him.
Yes, because I've only got a few.
I don't know what that means, but I just rolled a number.
Take half damage.
Yay!
Yeah!
Just tell me totals. Don't. No fussing around with numbers today. Just tell me totals.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So make more d6. Thank you.
No, I screwed up my roll as well. Screwed up my crit. I forgot to add an extra dice. My bad.
Wouldn't worry too much.
I could have added an extra.
10, 8,
1 damage.
amazing.
19,
So glad you
21,
I'm glad you got that one out of the way.
27 damage. Fireball.
Was that half or is that total?
That's total.
So, like,
Total.
14.
Yeah.
No, 13. Oh, shit.
They saved, okay? Fight me.
They saw this big glowing orb. They're terrified of light. They built it in all directions.
It's going to taunt them draconic. Yes.
See at 14th level, I can transform someone
Um,
else into a dragon.
And the problem with
well,
using the
God,
spell
you're gonna
first
get
is you don't
swarmed.
get
Your
your
armor
second
means nothing
attack.
here.
I get a bonus action though.
You should have
You
stayed
have anything you
back.
can do with bonus
And we should have gone through the wall.
He's on the wall.
Yeah,
I'm
but
going to
so
charge
is
Thunder
Chris.
Smite.
So am I, and I'm being sworn.
You get what?
So I'm going to
I
charge
can't go
Thunder
on the
Smite.
ground.
No, I don't
Is that
jump
bonus
down.
action?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can prepare it, yeah, that holds.
Wait, did I jump down the wall?
No, not yet.
Go on the wall.
St. Eris. I have
As long as
rolled
the
to
clear space
hit
on the wall.
a 20 and a 32.
Both of them are going
Yeah,
to
they
hit.
definitely hit.
They will hit all of us.
I know.
Did you cast Shield of Faith on yourself?
No.
You really should.
You should, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
the
thinking
first hit is
Mind you, plus 14 to hit.
16.
Bear with me, maths.
Yeah, Shield of Faith might not be very useful with a plus 14 to hit.
16, did you say?
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's not.
And the second hit is 15.
Up by 1 is better
50.
than nothing.
15.
I'd say.
50 damage! No.
See, that's why I was wanting to charge my skills first.
This is
Half
why
damage
I'm
off,
glad
right?
I have 10 hit points.
This is why you need
And then
barbarians.
Zenaris,
pattern
it
defense.
is you, Zenaris.
Win all these son of a guns.
I'm in
Dragon
dragon form.
form.
Fireball, a big dragon.
She will one day
I'm
be a big
still only
beastie
medium
dragon.
size, so
By the end
It's
of
a
it though, you have
medium
some
dragon.
pretty good.
Her max CR rating for this will be like.
it's a challenge rating 4.
So it's divided by 3, so it'll be 18. So it'll be challenge rating 6 dragons, and I do have custom dragons in this campaign, so she can use them as options as well.
So I'm gonna fire breath these bitches.
Great. What do I
You have
have?
to make a dex save.
I will roll this dice because
It's 15,
natural 1.
15 foot cone.
Natural 1.
Well,
You fail.
They are right in your face, Daenerys.
Roll your damage.
So that's a 15 foot cone.
Yeah,
I need
shoot
a
a face
shit ton of
bonus
d6.
How many?
Actually, I might have enough myself.
I could give you 4 right here.
I can give you 4.
I need 6
I can
total.
give you 2.
And I have 1.
Okay.
Here's our one. Somebody said 3 you 2.
I'm going to take that because it's 5.
Okay, I rolled 5 people.
So that's. Yeah, that's enough. So
Right,
that
there you go. We'll turn the slot there.
maths. That's 8, 10.
18,
24.
23.
23 total?
Oh, yeah. that's right.
3 total.
Yeah. No, that's 24.
Oh no, sorry, I thought it was a 5. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought it was a 5. So yeah, 24 total.
Yeah, boy.
I'm good at maths, would you believe?
Obliterate.
Is there anything else you'd like
Is
to
this
do?
obliterating one?
Well, she's made a pretty big pile of burnt corpses, so...
Okay, yeah.
Do you have many AoE damaging attacks?
You,
Is that
Spike
you
off.
for the turn, is it, yeah?
Spike
Yeah,
off
I can
health
only
once.
do that once.
So that brings us to
In fact,
Here we
Tris.
I could cast it around myself.
to
Take no
hit.
damage from that.
26 and 25. I'm assuming they'll both hit you. You never know, I could roll a 1. Unfortunately, I rolled
Kill someone else.
Silence wind just.
18 for the first hit,
Fire. I can't do any more breath weapons. So.
and 12 for the second hit.
Can you not recharge?
Not until 14th level.
Jesus Christ,
That's
that's a
rough.
fight.
I'm at 20 low. 11, 20,
Person
mine does
who's not
recharge.
gonna
I'm only
die
on a roll
quickly
of
as
5
me.
or 6.
I designed this to be a bit of fun for everyone. So Tris, it's your turn.
Mind you, you might start running.
Perfect.
You know, if you're half your time just being slaughtered in minutes. You might go, nope. And then when we start harpooning, then it's mine.
I've adjusted this encounter. It's meant to be too difficult for you. I have a funny feeling you're going to be fine.
Yeah, give us some time.
I mean, I'm about to get some otherworldly aid, so
To this rate point, I don't know if you'll need it.
I want the otherworldly aid.
Another 7 days.
So
So you can yeah.
closest to me
I mean,
right now.
You are being swarmed from all directions. They're climbing up the ramparts, they're coming from ballistas, they're shooting with bows, and
Are we not
poking
like
with
behind, like,
No, we're
right
pretty-
against
you're
the-
on the rampart.
Right,
basically, you're attacked from all angles. It's pretty
Right,
much
okay.
just hell.
I'm gonna cast
says by
wall
AoE.
of water then. But I need to double check.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Yeah, she has wall water.
From
She's
the
got the cloak.
cloak, yeah.
That's the first time it's been used.
She has a cloak spell
No,
as
she
well.
used it when.
Did you?
No, she's never used Wall of War. None of us have.
Oh, I used
I-
one wall. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
No, I have used it once, like right at the beginning.
Yeah, I think you. I remember.
No.
Just tell me what if I need to do anything.
But I no longer have that cloak, so I don't know.
Yeah, you've got the autumnal cloak, which makes the swirling leaves ability, which is kind of cute. Suits you to a T with your
It just
new
says
druid craft.
concentration up to, like, what do I do?
It'll be
Basically, you just cast it as an action.
It doesn't
Yeah.
say that there's like a.
Trust
No,
formation.
you're using it. It's from a magical item. You don't have any components or anything. It just fires off.
Okay.
What's the damage?
If it does
Be
damage.
down in the bottom.
And do I have to save, or do you have to?
It'll be in your book, won't it?
I don't have the
I'm
book on.
Hang on.
literally fucking dumb.
Let me read it.
I
I
can
was
do
trying to
that.
write it down.
Okay, so
but
it's
I
30
can't.
feet long, 10 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Or you can make a ringed wall around yourself. Any ranged weapon that enters the wall is a disadvantage. Fire damage is halved. Basically, all you've done is create a wall that stops ranged attacks from damaging you.
Okay.
However, you could also theoretically freeze the entire wall around you and give you a AC 5 15 hit point wall.
Which will die in seconds. It's one.
Yeah, basically all
Yeah,
you've
with
done
a
is
plus
just,
14.
It would just slow them down.
it slows them down, basically, which is not a bad idea.
What's like Tristan wants to do with it? Or she can still do.
And wasn't
Something?
this, you wish you had Cloud Kill.
Power word kill would be good here.
Crowd kill's pretty funny though.
Power word, you'll die!
Power word kill. Die! Huh. Neat.
Die!
I
Die.
killed
It's just, it's
No,
so,
you!
it's so strangely overpowered yet
Counter
powerful
spell.
at all.
It's basically, that spell is designed for killing the hordes leading up to the big boss. That's what power word kill is for.
Yeah.
What would you like
can
to
you
use your wall for?
Can you just cast it on like
I mean,
Anything with less
I
than
can
100
make
hit
it
points.
into like a circle
so anything
around
in
myself.
AoE with less than
No,
That'll
100?
be
anything
like
with 100
20
hit points.
feet wide.
Or
Make
like
a
Sorry.
random ass
No,
wall
it's-
around
what
you,
usually
like
happens.
just blocking a part of the street so that it's
I guess
harder
you
to
just
get
not
Yeah, I mean,
affect
just
yourself.
wherever it's like
I'm going to check power word kill.
gonna
The
cause
boss-
the most damage, pretty much.
Well, it's non-damaging according to your thing.
But it'll like block them from coming through it, won't it?
Yeah, ideally, you want to kill them all.
Okay, maybe not Wall of War. What other spells you got?
You do have wind.
She's made flashcards. So proud.
You've got wind wall, right?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
Yeah, I have it.
They're all in order. of
Don't
my level.
worry, if I
Okay,
get
so we go to
hit,
the back
then I'll
first.
eventually come back to druid form. Although I could just turn into a dragon again.
You could just fire a wind wall, then drop it.
I could just do sunbeam and then go into dragon form.
Oh, yeah, something from your hand.
Holy shit, darkness, that would be handy as hell.
It's great, isn't it? I love darkness. It's Tiefling level 2.
Yeah, but like
So
the
does
problem
that- It's a racial
is that,
ability.
like,
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
brutal.
didn't know
Tieflings
whether
have darkness,
we
hellish
received
rebuke, and thaumaturgy as racial spells.
that. Yeah,
Well, you've got hellish rebuke.
Level
but
2.
that only
Darkness
it's a
level
reaction,
3
though.
and
Yeah. So like if something hits you,
Hellish
you
rebuke
react.
will
Shit, I should have. Yeah.
Thunder
It's a
wave.
cantrip, right?
Thunderwave was.
Yeah, but that knocks everything. Like, doesn't that do things to you guys?
You can look over the wall
You
and
No,
get
could-
away
it's you
from
pass
us.
a strength check.
Or you can just
If they pass
blast
the
the ground
strength check,
below.
they take half damage and don't get pushed. Anything unsecured goes 10 feet back. It's 2d8 thunder in a cube 15 feet around yourself, so it's 15 feet in every direction.
in the direction she chooses, rather.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
so
add
she-
1d8 for every spell level above first you cast
So
it.
you can pump it
So
right.
is it just cast or do I need to?
Yeah, so you could cast that at like
Max
level
one.
5 or 6 or something. Level 6 you've got,
This is going to be really loud in this cave.
yeah.
They've already heard us anyway.
Yeah, the dragon's going to know about it.
How many d8s do I need?
Okay, what level you cast?
Well,
She said
first-
destroy them.
knows
Do I
you're
need
here
to make a
destroy
saving throw
the road.
first?
Yes.
What's my saving throw?
Her spell save
Strength
DC.
No,
Strength.
what strength? 19 plus stuff.
Yeah,
That's gonna
Jesus.
They do because they're a group.
So is that plus 9?
19 plus 9.
6. So they passed it, so they take half damage and don't get pushed.
Yeah.
But you, what level are you casting?
If I'd got a natural 20, that would have been 29 to say.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you start with 2d8, then add plus 1 dice for every spell level above first level.
So I need 4 then.
So you're casting it at
third level.
3rd level.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Is it halved for a save?
Oh.
6, 7, 9.
9.
Yeah.
Is that on a what
That's
one?
9 total.
So it's
9 total, so you half
that's-
it on the
it's
save.
half.
So it's 4.
4 damage.
This cave just rung out.
She didn't say we didn't have to make any noise. She just said get rid of them.
To be fair, the fact that she is not assisting in this manner, kind of upsetting.
She's
But
pregnant.
she's pregnant.
We've just tore down the walls and the ballistas aren't going to be used for a while.
She doesn't know that though. She's resting. Right. Any other actions?
She's going to have
Tris?
so much dinner for after this.
Any other actions? No. In that case. Dornak, will a 24 and a 29 hit you?
Yes.
That's 16 on the first one,
And
and 15 on the second one.
So 31 in total.
Oh, give me a piece of paper. I'm going to write that down.
Where the hell did I put them?
Oh damn! I've never been more happy to be a Castle of the Bear Barbarian.
So glad I have 10 hit points.
I should have
Points.
I should have
10 hit
increased the
points.
difficulty of this further because I don't think you guys are going to find it as difficult as a
I'm
whole
trying to think if it's worth using the horn.
101 plus 12 is 113.
Just saying, probably not.
Okay, so minus 15
Can we
and
just
minus
close-
what? I took
Sorry?
15 and...
15 and 16.
15 and 16.
Is this just one giant creature we're
31
fighting health-wise, or is it multiple little groups?
One big
Giant
creature.
Damn it.
I was using a custom chart, but I looked at the health on it and thought, yeah, with this party I'm going to need to increase that. Should have doubled it.
Oh, I hate maths.
Use a couple.
I should have doubled it. I did.
What's your health? You got 101 health, right?
113 with the 10 hit points.
Okay, so you go down to 82.
Cheers. I'll trust you.
I don't
Yeah.
math.
This is your turn.
I'm going to cast Spike Rope around me. With
Do you want to move away from Tristan and Highlander first?
Highlander's going to be jumping away. I've still got jump active.
Yeah, for the minute, actually.
Yeah.
So you can just jump into this town.
Yeah, I can literally
How
just
clo-
jump
how
places,
close- how
clean,
close is
jump to a new
Tris
place
to
and
me?
clean. See those running
I
away
thought we were, like,
civilians?
literally
Not
right next to each
anymore.
other, so we just
They're
jumped
now
as well.
dead civilians.
I will...
You are next to each other, so you would have jumped off Highlander.
I will attempt to move 20 feet away from her then. And
Okay.
cast Spike Growth around myself.
Okay, so tell me a bit about Spike Growth.
It is a 20-foot radius circle.
Anything that moves within
Um,
it takes
yeah.
damage.
There will be things in it.
Let me read it.
So if he's moving away, they won't be swarming
Yeah.
right in front of
The
you.
ground in a
just
20-foot
really-
radius centered on a point within range, which
We
is
really
right
need
below
to
my
go
feet.
through
So I have a
this place.
20-foot radius
Why?
circle
You know,
all
you
around
then
me.
can't move from that 20 foot
They
radius.
have
I have
stuff.
land stride, so I take no damage moving through the terrain.
Utility.
Okay.
But don't
So the area
Stop
becomes
talking over
difficult
him.
terrain for the duration, and when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels.
Okay.
The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom perception check against my spell save DC to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering.
Well, seeing as you've cast it and there's probably already people in it,
Yeah.
do me 5 sets of damage for it.
So 5 times 2 d4.
10d4 on it. Here's 2d4.
Because there would have been people occupying the space when you cast it.
How much more do you need?
D4s.
Like 4. Oh,
Oh,
wrong
D4.
dice.
What were you giving him?
Totally was
So I've got
listening
2
at all.
here. That's 4. That's 6.
I just realised we're doing that. I have an entire bag of dice.
Well, I just need 2 more now, so.
There you go.
There we go. Numbers are always somewhere like that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Turned out being a big boy. Nice.
Yeah.
I
That's
agree.
deep.
4, 8, 10, 4, 7,
Just decided that I need all the dice close, so I'm going to do something. That's a
28.
lot.
28.
28.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
These are...
That's a lot of damage. That's gonna be a
Oh,
mark.
I've missed them all now.
As Dornak rushes away, opens himself up, and these
That
spikes
is
just all around him.
So that means that...
All
They're
the
mine,
pretty colourful ones are mine, I believe. Mostly.
and those are yours.
So you've been stabbed and bludgeoned and pierced and shot at and everything imaginable. Oh, we're coming back round to the top of the round again. Not as good this time.
Oh.
Not as good. Still definitely do maths for this one. 21 is my lowest.
Mm-hmm. Both hit.
Well, 21's the lowest. Well, actually, they're both 21 because they're both the same number. And I've increased the difficulty.
Cool.
So yay,
You
everyone!
still say the horn isn't worth blowing.
I still say the horn isn't worth it.
Like,
Let's do it.
is it just like swabs of dead gnomes?
Yeah, they're clambering over each other to kill you.
I really like the idea that
Like half the towns ran away, and the other half are trying to smack your
I
face
say we
in.
go after them afterwards.
Well, we were asked to exterminate the vermin, so we can't let them.
Oh boy, can I not do maths? 24 for the first one.
And the second one.
I'm grouping them in numbers so I know I can add up together.
Sweet, I did.
We as smart human beings like that.
16 for the second one.
20 damage total.
Which
Oh,
brings
are
us
they-
to Highmender.
Are they?
Highlander
beasts
smashy,
or-
smashy, smash, smash.
I'm
Smash,
assuming
smash,
they're just
smash,
human
smash,
pets.
You're just humanoids.
Okay,
No bonuses to hunting them down.
so I got a nat 20. That's going to hit.
Yeah,
However, for some strange reason, I don't think 13 will.
no, 13 will.
Swinging them.
So am I assuming that you swing at the first one and then leap to try and get the second one and just misaim your jump?
Yes, and then as I jump, I just kind of swing again, and I'm going to assume like a 25 will hit.
25 will.
Now,
It's a ghost.
Hang on. Right, first things first. First damage is 18.
Don't forget your extra one this time.
That's for the attack for the first one, and the second one is
Oh,
for 2d10. It's my dice roll for the brutal critical.
Oh.
I start with a 1d6 and a fucking d10. Okay, so it is not that good actually. 1, 2, 7, 10, 19, 24. That was not that good. My 2 1s came from my d10s.
that sucks.
That's fun.
That was handy.
I'm ashamed of the bad D10. Bad.
I've never done d10 before, so
Okay, go. So,
I never will again.
Hendar,
go to
Yes,
the
I'm
banishment box.
24 and 27.
Yeah, they're right.
I want a dice jail.
Yeah, me
That
too.
would be awesome.
Maybe my dice will learn.
Get locked in the cell for being bad.
I set mine on fire, the bad dice die. They fail me too often.
17. No, wait.
I've never
20.
had dice
Hang on.
that
10.
often failed me. It just
22 for the first one.
Okay.
Never could I until this campaign.
12.
Where's your shit?
No.
Oh, maths,
Never
why?
rolled this bad.
I don't believe I missed the crowd.
It's also you
You just
short.
short swing.
And
swing.
25 for the second one.
He's not even doing that, he's just doing that with his glaive at this point, just swinging.
You're just getting mobbed. It's like they're
Oh,
clambering
you know,
up
maybe-
you, they're stabbing you with knives, jabbing you with, well, javelins to them, you know, like pokey sticks to you. You're getting little, like, crossbow
Not really
bolts.
swinging the glaive, really, am I? Hymander's more. Everyone else is swinging a weapon, Hymander's just kind of backhanding everything for the fun of it.
The miss came about because there
Like,
was
you
a
are,
rifle
like,
left in front
this
of
is crazy. You are, like, they're everywhere. Like, you can't tell what's
This is
what.
the
Just a
greatest
massive
moment
grey
of
and moving
Hymander's
black.
life. He loves this.
The screaming have subsided at this point, as it seems like people who are going to all the people who are going to run have run, and that takes us to Hinder.
Is it just, are they starting to thin out? At least.
They're starting to thin out, but they're still a good number,
Fireball.
like a steady number. Not like there's no longer like a mass of them coming towards you. It's now they're here.
So now we're just left with the crowd.
crowd control.
Fireball would work.
Nuclear options.
That's a great one.
Mm-hmm. Your nuclear options, your fireballs, your...
Fireballs and me.
I think you should use moonbeam, not sunbeam.
Somebody.
Something's in line.
Yeah, but sunbeam's also a more powerful spell, and you might want to keep that back.
Is it just people all around me still?
Yeah,
It's still,
Is this the
still
only
bad.
And you could cast
they're
moonbeam with
they're
a
all over. They're
spells.
swarming towards you.
The question is, is
Just
this the
like-
only combat, or is it something else later?
Good plan. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm going to pull a fireball out my medallion. I'm going to lob it right ahead of me. 25 feet.
Great. What is that? A dex?
Because I'm doing an axe left.
That is my max though.
6.
You read your...
Well, that's where you
So-
took sunbeam.
What does Moonbeam do with us?
I'm saying this. I'm draconic. I'll
2d10.
straight run. You cowards, run.
That would be a fail. Woo!
Full damage for a change.
Be nice to me, guys. Be nice to me.
Yeah, they're
At
pretty
higher
good.
third
Yeah.
level or higher, the damage increases by 1d10 for each slot level above second.
So that would be...
So that would literally be like
22, 20.
4.
That would be
5,
28
6
fire
to
damage.
10 damage.
28 fire damage.
Is that Moonbeam?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cast
if
with
I
a
did
max
it
level
at
spell.
6 level. If it did it
So
at
then what
6
does
level.
Sunbeam not do?
It is
What
yeah,
else
you're
do you
right,
think?
Sunbeam.
What is Sunbeam?
I'm assuming I just killed a massive.
It's actually all the same as...
Massive
not
pile
as
of burnt
good.
corpses, yeah.
Or the buildings on fire
So
now.
there are definitely buildings
How
on
many
fire.
buildings on fire?
Outweigh.
At this point, after 2 fireballs and some
Yeah,
slashing, there is
60.
definitely things on fire.
Hooray!
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Shield and Faith myself. I'll drop my Thunder Smite.
Oh, it's concentration, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. You can do that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Plus 2 to your AC.
21!
Ooh. It's an air, so that would be 21 to hit and 22 to hit.
Yes.
I love how you're like, do these hit? You know they hit.
It's
Yeah,
because
but
it's
it's-
lower than I normally roll. Ooh. That's not too bad.
Pretty much, when it comes to every character, anything above a 19 hits.
Yeah. In
I
Dragon
current-
form,
I
I
currently
have
have 21
17
AC
AC.
Okay, 21 AC now.
Yeah, literally
The
every
first
character
one
bar
is
you.
17 to hit. 17 damage even.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Okay.
Taking it. Swift Quiver.
Ooh, why?
Because on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action to make 2 attacks with a weapon that uses
And the
ammunition
second one
from
is
the quiver.
21.
So that puts me to
4 attacks.
Okay.
And that would
Yeah,
be
unless I get an
your
extra-
turn.
no.
I need destructive
Four.
rays.
So-
Stabby, stabby.
Basically,
Gnomes.
that's the kind of, that's a 5th level spell.
So I'm going to turn back to Druid form
Yes,
because I
That's
only
playing
have
my
6
Eldritch
HP
might
left
still
in
be
that
5th level spells.
Dragon form anyway.
So if they got that, it would be brilliant.
So I'll get rid of that. And I'm going to do Moonbeam at 6 levels.
Ooh.
So that's like a bazillion
It
d10.
would be, what's it start with?
2d10, and then it says, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, damage increases by 1d10 for
6d10.
each slot above 2nd.
So do I have to make any saves?
Yes.
Does Sunbeam
What
require
save is
saves?
They both do.
It's a con save, isn't it?
Yes. But they still take half of it anyway, so still won't.
So just roll your 6d10.
Why am I picking up d6?
Don't know.
I can give you some if you need them.
I got a
I've got
natural 20 for my con save.
I can give you 2 or 3.
Oh no, I have plenty of d10. Okay.
I got a
Oh, you've got,
19
like,
and a
three.
natural
I
20
have
for my con
2
save.
from like each set. So, if I can find out one. There's fucking there. So I have 4.
Is this not going to be bad for them having all this blinding light?
Yeah, these guys are like hurting.
6. You've got 6.
Yeah, no, it's 6. So everything else is like falling apart.
Yeah, it'll be rather uncomfortable for a good chunk of them.
What did I get?
Well, they love
A
that.
natural 20.
Not really bad. Okay. Shit.
I see a lot of damage.
Yeah, me too.
18, 23, 24, 34 damage. So half that would be
17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Is that every like turn? Because that thing lasts.
Yeah, that thing is
Yeah,
constant.
it lasts for
6d10 every turn.
He's pumping.
It'll last for
damage.
1 minute.
Are we seeing?
That's another.
Any other
9
things you'd like
turns
to do?
Damage.
Can I technically still go into Dragon form whilst I'm doing
It's an action,
Would I
isn't
have
it?
to
No,
draw?
you'd lose concentration.
No.
No, didn't we establish that before?
Druids,
that
if they're
concentration
concentrating the
stays?
spell, when they druid shift, they still keep the spell they're doing, they just can't cast anything else.
Yeah, and if they drop
But
that
is
spell,
the
they
druid
can't
change isn't a
recast.
bonus action?
You can still change, but she wouldn't be able to do it until next turn.
She won't be able to change the next turn.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I do nothing just now then.
Which brings
She's
us
got a
to
bonus action cantrip.
Yeah, unless you got bonus action cantrip.
I've got
Shillelagh?
Reduce Flame,
No.
Poison Spray, Shillelagh, or Druid
Poison
Crack.
spray.
No.
Poison spray's not a bonus action.
No, none of them are bonus actions.
Okay.
Right, so that'll bring us to Triss. So Triss, I'm going to give you the bad news now. One of those was a natural 20,
Oh shit.
and the other one was a 27.
It's good that we divvied up those greater healing potions.
Yeah. Right, so we'll do the non-lethal one
It's
first.
also really, really annoying that none of the crits ever seem to hit Highlander.
They wouldn't really be crits, would they?
They would actually be full. They'd be like a full.
So the
damage
first hit is 15.
It's over there now. Should have got like the chopsticks.
It's not even look, just pick out the air.
Just don't need to.
Don't tell me what to
How do I want?
Get the extra protein.
do. All of like 1 gram of it.
What's that?
And the critical
There's more weight
is
dust than protein.
51.
Oh.
You're down, nearly, aren't you?
Remember, you had,
shit!
remember, you had 10 hit
I have
points.
14 hit points left.
But that does make it your turn.
You need
Well, can I use Hellish Rebuke on that?
It's a group, but you can use Hellish Rebuke and they will take some damage.
Yeah.
That's a reaction, so you still get your action as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You suck.
If
If it's tiefling, it's 2d10.
Draw me to open up. And
It's level 2 tiefling, yeah. So that you can't cast it at a higher level, you can only cast it at level 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's racial.
Tieflings get fun things.
So it's a dexterity saving throw.
Fail. It's hard to be dexterous when there's a great big pile of them.
So is it stuck at second level?
Yeah. Racial thing.
So it does 3d10.
Oh, wow. 19.
Is it 3d10 or 2d10?
2d10.
Well, if it's second level, when you
Yeah.
cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the
That's a
damage
racial one,
increases.
Yeah, it's a racial one, not a spell one.
Oh, right, okay.
Wait,
It's like,
Okay.
It can only
you
be
said.
max.
Yeah.
It
wait,
can
no,
only
it would be 3d10 because it's 2d10 for.
You can't
First
cast it
level.
above second level.
No, but that was
Yeah,
for
but
first
easy
level, so it's
solution.
another.
Yeah, it says at higher levels when
No,
you cast
check,
a spell
check
using
the
a
tiefling
spell.
race.
That's what I'm
It's
doing.
a
No, but
racial
it's
ability.
it's a
Level 2 racial ability.
Hang on.
yeah. So it's
Oh,
second
like you
level
get
or
it when
higher
you
though.
hit
Is an
level
extra
Roll
1d10.
another d10 then.
So that was so.
What's total now?
What
Well,
total?
That's better for my maths. That was much easier maths.
Tieflings are in the handbook. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are doing
But Tristan, it's your turn.
They're at the start.
Might give some heal on the go.
Yes, I.
No, shit, yeah, it is
How much or what do I do for greater healing?
charisma
potions?
second level.
I don't have that note on me. I'll have to flag
Your turn,
someone that
Dave.
might do.
Greater healing.
4d4 plus 4. I'll just confirm that, but I've got it on my phone. I open that up before I start every session.
I'm putting this
Sure, keep
one
saying
Yep,
it.
4d4 plus 4.
3, 6, 9, 12 plus 4,
16.
16.
You just rolled 4 3s, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad to be fair.
Right, 30.
I don't think I'm sure this is short time call.
Do you know what would be really handy right about now? Like, if I was level 14 to pass the barrier.
Does
I'd
that
have
count as my
disadvantage attacking.
action to take that, yeah? The greater healing potion.
Yes, because we're not playing by we're not playing by crit roll rules.
What's that mean?
Taking a potion is an action. Critical Role have a homebrew rule where it's a bonus action. So
Right,
we're not.
It does kind of feel more like a bonus action sort of thing, though.
It's
It
not.
does at late game.
The idea is that you've got to find it in your bag, take it out, pop the lid, and drink it in 6 seconds.
That's why you get the Potioneer's Bandolier.
Yeah, because could you not, like, you get, like, some straps for it, and then it would just be a case of just going... Is that like an actual item, though, that makes it a bonus action?
You can homebrew the item.
I can
'Cause, like, it would
still
make
do
sense
inspiration though, can't I? So that's not an
Yes, you can
Yeah,
still
it's a
inspire.
bonus.
Right, so
I was
who's
thinking that
fucked up
could be
the
useful
most?
right now.
No, it doesn't
Do you?
work against hordes.
I've not had to roll, technically, yet. I just had to move 20 feet away from you.
Useful, for future useful, because I do
Who
actually
will
have that.
who will like get most use out of inspiration?
Hyman, probably, right
I
now.
don't know if Highlander needs inspiration. I mean, you're the one with the freaky
Highlander
rolls.
or
Dorndak's
Dorndak's
either
low.
really high or really low.
Well, it's a 1d8, I think, for you now.
What do you
Level
think?
12.
Could be more
I
than
thought it
that
was a D10.
Maybe
so
D10 now.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh no, it's like
It's a
12
D10
later on.
rounds.
I'll double check.
I think it's a D10
No
now.
need to do it that way. I've got the player's handbook.
Yeah, I'm like,
It'll be on the bardic table.
yeah, I'm like
Literally.
right there. I think. Or are these not in alphabetical order either?
No, they're in a funny order.
Why are they not in alphabetical
Bards are at the
order?
front though.
Right, so it was a D10 for 10th level.
It goes to d12 at 15th.
So that's still a D10.
Yeah, it's still a d10.
And D10 inspiration dice.
Who's again then?
Well, yeah, I guess you.
Right, okay.
You shout over, "I got man!"
Go man, hit the things.
It's the thing.
It's so hard to miss right now. You can't.
There's so many of them doing that.
Surely that's more like roasting than like inspiring, but.
I think
I
with
could
you
take
it
an
could be.
additional vicious mockery. Because I'm resistant
Don't
to
be so
one
shit!
damage.
Take a 1d4 psychic.
He's
Yeah,
resistant,
I'm
so-
resistant to psychic.
Exactly. Oh wait, yeah, you're supposed to be my human shield.
I'm meant to be your mental.
And now that I've got protection from it.
I don't think you need psychic protection from these.
I need psychic protection, then I'm resistant
You're
to
immune to
everything.
psychic, and yet, like, you get mentally scarred by absolutely everything.
That's why he's immune
Not
to
anymore.
psychic. He's so mentally
It's
desperate.
just. You're
Not
just
anymore.
So broken.
Because remember last week he came to a conclusion that he is an adventurer.
He's not weak-willed
Yeah, but
anymore.
he's also seen giant dick and
No resistance for
traumatized
that.
by us fighting that dragon and losing.
anyway.
Adventurers are allowed to have
Tris, is that
PTSD.
you?
Just everyone else's PTSD
Well, I don't
is
think I
massive
can do
battles.
anything
Yours
else
is
other than
a
move.
giant.
Okay,
So
so that'll
flapping
move me
away
on
all
to.
over.
I'll move on to the next. Oh, Dondak. I'm both good news and bad news for you, Dondak.
Okay,
Okay, so I have a crit miss,
okay.
which means they see your spike growth, they stand there
They
going,
start
"What do I do?"
floundering around each other.
Yeah, but I also got a natural 20.
Oh, so half of them just leap it, and then the other half just kind of like bumble
Just
into
swing.
the...
So what happens is they run out to you,
Ground.
they look around and go, see all the dead bodies like in a circle around you, and they just look a bit horrified and worried and concerned, and then they'll pull out their bows and be like,
In other words, you've removed their ability to get close to you.
Will the ones that rolled a 1 just be floundering around in like the
Oh.
D4 damage pit? Or...
I have a question. If I jump into the air at 30 feet and crash land to the ground, how much damage do I do to the people surrounding me?
"Hang on, can you ask me when I'm done?"
Damage of, like, you know, a catapult launch.
No, it's while I'm in the air, it's...
Going
rock
back,
throw.
that is 45 damage.
Oh my!
Ow. 95.
Hurting.
It's gotta hurt.
Where's my piece of paper?
My turn?
No, it's Dondak's turn.
After done that, it's gonna
It's
be
there.
interesting.
45. Ooh, that halved me.
Like, they would have ran straight up to you, but, I mean, you
So,
killed a lot of people and,
7.
like, right around you. If he'd pointed it away from you, they wouldn't have been suspicious, but it was all around you.
So that's 7, so 37.
You do math. You should know this.
I do math. I did the math.
Like in school.
Quick man.
Good job.
Yeah, it's not a... We're not talking about, like, you know, the size of the circle. We know it's 20-foot radius. I don't want to get the equation of this circle in, like, a... like, on a graph here.
Pi r squared.
I could do that if you want, but you know...
Well, I mean, I could do it too, but...
How many dead bodies are in this square?
How many dead bodies
Well,
can fit in the in the...
Me and Craig did
surface
this
area
for
of this.
Fireball, and he can kill
Surely it'd be
51
right in the
people.
circumference
Ooh.
of it.
Yeah.
Rather
Yeah,
There's
than.
51 squares in a fireball radius.
Because I took bits off
Well,
the
yeah,
corners
'cause
of the
you-
square.
if you take if you take the radius of 20 foot, 40 foot diameter, you
We did
get
it.
pi
We
r
used
squared
the
and-
square, and then we knocked off part of the corners because obviously if it's a circle, it wouldn't have corners. So we worked out that 51 people was what he would get.
So I've killed at least 102 people.
Killed at least 102
You've
people
killed 102 people on the journey in this campaign. That's cute.
No, in this one instance.
in this one instance.
That's a
How
lot.
many have I killed?
Don't know.
At this point, 1,000.
I kill people
They're just,
just
like,
by
jumping
stepping
on
We're
you
on
doing
and
that. We
dying.
need to keep grinding
Okay.
on. So
Yes,
Shooting,
I'm going
shooting.
to
Nuclear option.
Nuclear options.
nuclear option at them.
you're
Yeah.
gonna just shoot into the crowd below you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
for it.
shoot Well, I'll shoot one harpoon like into the crowd shooting me, and then shoot a nuclear option down into like.
Go for it. Make.
Oh, basically you're trying to like. Are
do
you basically using the guiding system? Shoot one harpoon, then nuclear that harpoon.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Actually.
Right. So make your both your attack rolls, and then make your normal attack roll first.
Okay. That is
Yeah, I think that's
it's a 19
That'll
plus.
hit. Yeah, so that's fine. So do
About
me your normal
13.
attack first,
Okay.
because
so that's just
nuclear option if
three-
it hits could take
Are you
some.
choosing any particular arrow?
He's harpooning.
Ah, yes, that's 3d6.
3d6. Can I get another one? 11 plus 5, 16.
Nice.
Okay, now roll me your nuclear option.
I have lucky and a D10 of bardic inspiration. I'm not missing this, guy.
Do not screw this up now. Yeah,
Well, it's a roll of 14.
If
plus
you lucky, you get to
13
choose
right
either
now.
roll.
That will hit.
If you
So,
choose
yeah.
lucky, you might get an at 20 because you get to choose either roll for lucky.
Yeah, this is Daryl.
Lucky isn't lucky only if you roll a 1 or 2.
No, lucky
No,
is
lucky.
I
The way
can-
you roll it is you roll it,
before-
and then you get to choose.
Yeah, before the outcome of the
decided,
roll is determined,
he can roll again.
I can declare it and roll again, and then take whichever roll of the two I roll.
Well, if you want to, or do you want to just take the hit?
Take the hit.
I've got 2 more nuclear options. There's
And
plenty
you've
of time
got
for
and
it.
you've got inspiration. So
Yeah, so I will take the hit and I will roll the 66. I don't think I can't really hunter's mark the crowd.
Here's
so-
3d6. No, never mind.
Oh,
You could.
wouldn't be worth it. Individual hit points on these things are less than damage which your deck would do.
Ooh.
okay.
You mixed.
Mix is good.
10, 22.
That was good.
22.
You do?
This is your turn.
It is.
Just
This is
fish.
5s on mine.
Spectral
This is
glowing
6.
rainbow fish just nibbling the faces of people at a distance, like just blah, crowd of blood, blah.
That dragon underestimated us so much.
Adventure.
She's like, I don't think you're strong enough. Ha ha ha! Joke's on you. Yeah,
I've changed the scream of fear
Right,
and agony
so
to
that
just
brings us to
screaming
the top of the
attention.
round. I know your
It's
AC is
still like a
19, so I'm not
high-pitched
even
girl
going to
scream.
waste my time telling you. Because that was a 12 plus 14 and an 18 plus 14, so I know that they're going to hit
I'm imagining this entire encounter like the goblin bit in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's pretty much what this is.
Yeah.
Just
you. First hit is 21.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get that plus
And the
1
second one is
AC
23.
from the book and a shield,
Okay, so in total it was, so it'd be
21,
10
23,
and then 11.
45 total.
No, because it wouldn't be total. You'd half both attacks. So it'd be 10, then 11, so 21. I saved myself off 1 point of damage.
A whole one.
I'm still, guys. To be fair, I am only down to 145 hit points. Okay.
He's really
Well,
taking the
I'm
beating
down to
there.
30. Good
I'm on 37.
I've taken
You
Dungeon
healed
Duke
as
for him
well.
yet.
I have a question.
Nice.
I have a question. This is a large crowd, right? So it'd be very difficult for Highland to miss if he jumps 30 feet into the air and, like, just drops.
You don't want a belly flop.
The splat.
I'm going to jump into the air, throw the rock,
Okay, yeah.
and then just land on whatever's there, and then take a swipe with my glaive.
Okay, so
I'm taking full damage, but something's
No, let
taking
me-
crush
let me-
damage.
It's not bludgeon, it's crushing.
pretty sure they'll see you coming down, Highlander.
Not in the heat of battle, you won't. No one would expect
And the-
a half giant to leap 30 feet into the air.
Yeah, that would
That's
be
a
a
Well,
stupid.
to be fair, you let 20 feet to get on.
They don't know I
into-
jumped. They just knew I landed.
Yeah, they
For all
just
they know I
knew
could have just
they-
You
climbed
could
the
be on
wall.
the ceiling, just like grapple hooks.
We could have done that actually.
Plus, in the heat of battle, you're
Oh,
not.
okay.
Someone's
It would
going to
still be a
dispute. You're more focused
horrendously
on what the
unnatural
next thing
sight
is
to
instead of
behold,
just that
just the-
dot in the air.
You can
a
do
kill
a
as well.
jump and
Yeah,
throw
that's what I'm
attack,
saying. They're getting
but that would be
Don't
a
look up, don't
disadvantage
look up.
because you're
doing that.
doing an aerial attack.
You're not brain.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do either a belly flop or a glaive attack. I wouldn't give you both. If you're doing a glaive attack,
What's
you
the
could do
bel-
it
what's-
on landing but at disadvantage, or just have an outright belly flop
What's the
damage.
belly flop damage?
For boulders, 1d10. If the guy mentor might be 2d10. Or
Or we make it fair. they take the same damage I would take for the full damage. Which
3d10.
this is 5d10. I'm going 50 feet in the air and belly flopping.
You can't go 50 feet.
Well, yeah,
I'm on a
because he's
20
on a
foot
20
rampart.
You came off the
No, I
ramp
didn't.
earlier.
No, I didn't.
You said you leapt to attack something.
But the thing is, you stated I was attacked beforehand. You attacked me before I jumped, and then I swiped, and then we just kept swiping. I've not jumped down yet.
You jumped last turn.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Yeah, you leapt.
You did.
Did
you
I?
leapt.
Yeah,
you
you
did.
leapt.
Oh, so I'm jumping 30 feet then.
You're jumping
So
30 feet.
3d10 damage on a full.
I'll give
Taken
you.
by both.
I will give you a disadvantage attack to throw your rock from the air, and an automatic 3d10 on a crush, or another disadvantage attack with your glaive.
Automatic 3d10 and a crush.
And that's the only reason being nice, and it's hilarious.
You can
Disadvantage
do a gnome
with the
angel
rock.
when you get there and slice them
Disadvantage with
out.
the rock.
Somehow I
Am I
don't
gonna
think
see
I'm
this?
critting this.
Blood angel.
You'll probably hear it.
Well, yeah. Oh no,
You're probably going to land on your rock. I should warn you that.
Okay, so the good news is, my disadvantage was a 14. Plus 9.
Yes, so you'll hit with your disadvantage. That's fine.
So the rock's 1d10, right?
At the moment, yes.
Plus strength.
It's
So
going to hit terminal velocity, Nick.
That
Near
was-
millisecond.
10. It's not so bad. And 3d10
So was
crush?
that 10 total for the
Yeah, rock.
rock? So,
Some
yeah, I'll
poor guy
give you.
just seen his good.
I'll give you the automatic 3d10 fall damage on them.
Oh, shit! 27.
Nice.
That's some math I need to do.
I'm just seeing this like mashing on blood.
All you've seen is just Highlander go, ha ha! Crunch.
But Highlander also takes fall damage from that, but I know you have it, so.
So I again take the 27, which is
You are now prone, aren't you?
13.
He would technically be prone, but he'd be face first in the ground, just giant Highlander shape.
Blood angel.
No, I mean it's
To be
like
fair,
like
I still have
cartoon
movement.
style in the ground,
I
big
still
rock
have movement
shape.
left, so I can still just stand up.
There's gonna be a giant Highlander outline.
All they've,
so you
all
know.
they've seen is just Highlander fall, people die, and then just this half-track just kind of go,
gets up blood everywhere.
just kind of stands up and just kind
red.
of, just kind of sort of in the middle of combat, just kind of stretches like, that's better.
For the sake of not being mean to you, we'll say that you threw your rock away from, not downwards, but away, so that you haven't like
It
lost
was
your
just
rock
kind of,
in the earth.
as I was throwing up, it was just kind of a.
So it's going to take a minute for him to get back to you through the crowd, so you won't get him back this turn.
I wasn't
you will
expecting
get
him to
him
get back until the end of combat, to be honest.
So you can get him back, just not this turn.
But the good news is he's running
rolling
over.
Yeah, like he's
He's
just
running
gonna,
over
like,
feet.
He's rolling
crushing
over people.
people's feet as he's going
Well,
by.
The occasional 1d4 gets thrown.
Well, we'll go back to the rock in a second. Okay, Greg, both of those are 21.
I love Timothy.
21 in the Maryland class.
Oh, so that's it then. At least it's not natural 20s.
Yeah, 20.
Well, this is
They
not
got a natural
natural.
20.
No, they got 21s.
Ooh.
If it was
I can
if
maths.
I'm not for 20, I'd be fine. Yeah. Say we can't cast a shoot at a higher level.
Right, the first one is 15.
Wait, plus 1, plus 2. Shields go up to
You
plus
can
5.
get plus 3. Shit.
I know.
Shields go up to plus 5.
That's broken as hell.
Yeah, but you gotta remember we're at like level 13 up. You tend to fight things with plus 14.
23 for the second one.
So what's that total? 20, 25,
15 and 23.
48.
What?
What was it? 24?
15 and 23.
38.
38, yeah.
Oh, ow.
15 plus 20 is 25, yeah. No, 35, 30. Yeah,
Right.
38.
No, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
We just finished
19.
I am
It's getting pretty thin now.
I am
It's
slightly
pretty thin.
wounded. I am slightly wounded.
You're fine.
130
I take damage like that. I'm
Okay,
gonna-
if I get you down to 100, that'll be like just nice.
Getting
But
me to 100 is like
It's-
doing
the
it.
crowds are fairly thin now, the Highlander's flattened half of them. So, Hindar, what
This
are
is
you
fucking
doing?
like roll lord.
Now, the choice is do I heal or do I fireball again?
Just heal. I mean,
What's your healing?
Why, it's lay on hands.
you can heal up to
Let's
half
see, you can
sessions.
go right back.
I would honestly go for it, I think. By the time I get to the end of this, you'll be...
They'll be
Go
dead.
for it. Just go for it. Enjoy the moment.
Swingy or fireball?
Fireball.
What does your fireball do? Also, how many dice do you roll?
66.
86.
No, 86, yeah.
6 of them. But it's going to be a thinned out group at this point, so you won't hit as many of them.
Just do the damage, dude. Just blow shit up.
It'll be disadvantage because you've got a much thinner herd now.
It's not disadvantage, it's a save.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah.
So, well, you're going to have very few of them to hit you. You'll be hitting a couple of gnomes.
To be fair, if this is all one creature, regardless of it just passes or fails to save, and he does the exact same amount of damage.
You want Firewall? Or Immolate? Or Stabby?
It would probably be smarter to stabby twice, to be honest.
Yeah, I'll take 2 swings.
Go for it.
This is where he misses both times, isn't it?
Well, Fiery Sword lights up in his hand, they're like, ah!
Jinx, he's like
Yes,
the worst
16.
jinx ever.
16
in
will
my
hit.
life.
That's close, though.
Yeah, taking it.
None of you are very close to me, right?
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, thank God.
Well, if you've jumped down, then no.
8, 12, 16
Okay.
damage. The first one.
You won't be.
Plus your strength?
Oh, 16
Plus 4. So 20.
God, we need higher AC. We are a terrible group of people.
This is fine. This is average.
I'm at 21.
I'll hit. That'll hit. Burn their eyes out. Well, you're still keeping
That was a
count.
3.
Yeah, it's okay.
3,
6,
12.
17 plus, so 21.
21 again.
I'm liking this horde.
That's not too bad. Next lot of attacks though. Ooh! 17 is my lowest.
Well, I'm not in dragon form anymore, so that does it.
Oh, that was what I was thinking. Does it hit? Because 17 is not too far off. And then the next one is 28.
Definitely.
Yeah. I was a bit worried when I rolled 3 though.
Okay, so we need to get you plate mail. We need to get you. I think you've got the best army.
Right, the first one is 25.
We've both got stuck on something.
All 3 of you have staggered.
Oh, my first one I see. And I've got the
I am-
materials to make it.
I'm still technically on my first armor.
Okay.
The second one is 17. Try not to talk over each other too much, guys. And then Xenaris, I believe you've still got a moonbeam to move around.
I do.
Do I need to make another con save?
Yes.
Yep.
18.
So that was 6 again. Wait, this-
Here, take 3d10 instead of searching for ages.
I found 3.
There's
So
3.
that works. So that is 6. 15.
21.
Maths. 7.
28.
That.
Is that full or half?
That's
That's
full.
full,
We've
so
not
it'll be
halved
14
it.
half.
Yeah, 29.
These guys starting to run out of bodies.
Sorry, run out of bodies.
I don't have
And we're going to kill any survivor that's left.
They haven't run so far in the cave.
Well, I tried to ran away when you came in because they're not all of them were fighters. Well, some of them ran away.
Kaylee came and launched a fireball down.
I'm 100% certain the Highlander is just going to keep killing things until there's nothing left to kill.
Do you have any other actions to take? Is that a bonus action or is that a continual action?
Is this continual?
That's like a bonus action to move it, I think.
Yeah, bonus action.
Yeah, it is.
So you'd still have like a spell or something.
As long as it's not concentration, I can do something.
Shillelagh.
What shit?
Shillelagh adds 1d8. It's like a 1d8.
It turns your non-attacking staff into an attacking staff, basically.
1d8 damage.
Or if you don't have a staff, you can just make it a magical shillelagh, just and then it disappears.
I could just flame blade my scimitar.
You could.
Well, I forgot your turn.
Yes, I barely ever use it.
I
That's
prefer
why.
that.
Isn't it?
I know you have a dagger.
It's a finesse weapon, and I'm.
It's a martial finesse weapon.
Yeah, it's not simple.
I know it's on the list of fun things you can choose.
Can she use it though?
Doesn't mean she's proficient.
Druids have specific.
Ah.
Yeah. It's like.
I can't wear metal packets.
You can't wear metal armor, but they can stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works. They can't wear metal, but they can use a scimitar. Unless
Maybe
it's a
it is
fancy
a
wood,
fancy. Yeah, maybe it's like
or
a.
it's a coral wood sword or
He
something.
was like Maui's hook.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna flame blade to my scimitar.
Okay, nice.
So that is 3d6.
All weapons are just
I have to roll to
super
hit
low.
first.
Is
so-
Flame Blade a spell you have to cast?
No, actually, no. Never mind, I don't want to do that. It's concentration, that's
I
all.
was gonna say, that's
Yeah,
enchanting
just-
your weapon.
Or you summon a flame blade in your hands.
I mean, do you want me to
Just
pass
conjure
it
a
on to
flame
Triss and
element
let Triss do
on
some?
Yeah, poison spit.
Poison spray.
Poison spray, you could just spray poison.
Cantrips aren't concentration.
No, there.
Yeah, I'll do poison spray then. But
Okay,
I need
so
to
tell me-
actually look up how much damage it is.
And what I need to roll, because I think it's a save.
Yeah,
1d12 poison, I think.
hits.
If-
Constitution saving throw.
Which I have advantage on. 18.
Yeah, that passes.
Do you do any damage?
No, not on a
No.
cantrip. But that will bring us on to the next thing. Trist. 19 is my lowest.
What was it?
You're going down.
Well, it's near the end of combat, so it's not. What's that? Good roll either. It's 12 on the first one.
Ooh,
That's
lucky.
about
A little bit over 12.
It's a lot of dice, though.
25 on the second.
I'm fucked.
conscious.
Right.
Triss is down. That means I get to do my next slot on. Don't act, my lowest is 21.
Oh, bullshit.
Cutting it fine.
Yeah, you might go down as well.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like the smart option
So 15 on the first one.
is to drop time in. Or rip through the wall and just take down the ballistas.
I could just kill wounds them.
17 on the second.
Oh, I will actually have to do math, so I might still be up.
15,
I was
17.
just assuming I was going to.
32. How many hit points you got left?
I've got 5.
Doindak, it's your turn.
Start sniping.
How's the crowd looking?
Very, very thin. There's like stragglers at this point.
Or
Just
you should take
shoot.
a healing potion.
It's basically a few of them pot-shotting you. They haven't seen the destruction behind them. They're just staring at you in
I would
hope.
take a healing potion if
I would take pot shots.
Sniper King.
Sniper King, what are you gonna do?
Pulling out the bow. I'm gonna use acid arrows. Yes.
Burn your little face.
Acid's just fun.
All I'm doing.
Shooty, the last few.
I'll just roll both attacks.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Right. Okay. We'll talk about the one that will hit. So
What did you roll?
23.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget you have Bardic Inspiration.
14 does not hit, but you have Bardic
I will
Inspiration.
use Bardic Inspiration.
Dude, you need to roll like a 1. You got
It
plus
becomes
9.
like 20.
That's why that'll hit. That'll hit. So roll your
Okay.
damage.
My acid arrows do the D8 plus the D8.
It's 48.
So 10 plus 15
Mm-hmm.
and 14.
Is this thing still alive?
Donak has successfully sniped the remaining stragglers. And as Donak willfully screams in excitement, fells the last one, the cave falls silent.
I ran
The
over
crackle
the
of flames in the buildings, blood splattered floor. You
Wow.
have killed any remaining movement in this little town.
I
you
think
won't be
you'll
able to
find
see.
that I'm going to go find more movement
You will not fight
for
more
loot
movement.
purposes.
You.
The dragon has a horde.
Are we stealing the horde?
No, but if you go back and talk to her, you might get again.
Wait, we loot
You
the town.
won't know she's
Then we
down.
go ask for a reward.
I'll heal you for 5 points of life.
Also, we should probably make sure there's no one
Okay,
like hiding anywhere.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm
I
gonna
think we should
search-
spend a solid 3, 4, 5, or 6 game days.
Solid 5 or 6.
Please don't, my poor dictaphone doesn't have that much battery.
No,
I'm
5
gonna
to
quickly
6
look
game
around,
days just going through this town, killing everything that moves and looting it to the bedrock.
Because we do that when we don't have a dictaphone to worry about.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go looting afterwards. For not the dragon's horde, though.
Well, go talk. Maybe you should,
Yeah, let's go to the dragon and lick her wounds.
Think of all the weapons we can sell.
They're like tooty wee, rubbishy.
Children's toys.
Half of them are probably
They're like cutlery.
Cutlery, yeah.
We do need more cutlery.
Well,
You've just got like
Yeah,
knives
it's like-
and forks
They're all
sticking out
bent
of your
into like
back.
triangles.
I'm
for
assuming
me.
that Highlander like walks through the wall and makes an exit for
Oh
you.
yeah, he just walks up to it and just kind of kicks it.
The slab's like.
Hang on, I'm gonna strength
No,
check this.
please, no, we don't have time. We're not going to do this to it. I'm not doing this, okay?
Aw, but I got a really, really
No.
nice roll of 27.
No.
You got through the wall.
You got through the wall. You don't need to stealth out. You hear nothing but the crackling of the flames behind you, the drip of the cavern ahead. You walk ahead, carefully standing away from Highlander, who is covered from head to toe in blood, with his little rock companion along beside him.
I'm gonna pick
Who
you
is
up.
eventually caught up, having travelled over all the dead bodies. And you come to Imre's
Someone's
chamber,
dripping in the rain.
and Imre looks up, expecting the worst, and seeing you guys and drenched in blood, and she has this great big dragony grin on her face when she realizes what has happened.
I will go into yes.
Highlander is
Maybe
also
you're dead.
grinning like a madman.
She
just saying
she gets to her
draconic.
feet.
Yes.
She is big and bloated. She is clearly ready to settle down, and she nods to her pile of treasure and says, "Help yourself." But as she goes, she sniffs the blood covering Highlander and says, "You are worthy," and grants you her legendary Axe of Draconic Rule.
Ooh, what's this do?
I will tell you more about it in a moment as she walks on through to her cavern to
We
make
just
her
help
nest.
ourselves as loot.
There is at least 3,000 gold in her loot pile, selection of silver and copper and bronze pottery, a couple of basic battle axes and longswords, just quite rusted, they've been there a long time,
Stuff I could probably fix
and
up on a journey.
about a handful, about 1,000 gold of jewels just scattered around.
Sweet.
I'm keeping the jewels.
I want the diamonds.
These are diamonds.
No, there will not be diamonds.
Darn.
Quite
Then
rare.
I keep them because once I've learned jewel crafting, I can sell these for an increased profit.
I would then assume that you rest before travelling back.
Highlander cleans himself as well.
Prestidigitation. I would assume that you rest for the night before taking the canoes back to the temple where you can stock up your food and pick up your horses. And before we go, the Axe of Draconic Rule is a battle axe, I'm sorry to say, but
And you
it
get a
is.
shield.
But it does require attunement, so it will adjust to you. So it's a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls. When you damage a living creature with this weapon, you gain 1 charge.
Mm-hmm.
You can store up to 6, but they're all lost at dawn, so it resets.
Yeah.
You can expend 3 charges to cast Command when the save is 15. Axe of Draconic Rule.
Okay, so I can cast command with a D.
For every 3 creatures you kill.
It won't be hard for him.
Not hard for Highlander.
It's simple,
Wait, is that?
it's brutish, and it gives you a spell which you can command people.
And now you have a magical weapon.
And
I already
if
have a
he
magical
chooses, it is
already have a
it is
magical
a
weapon.
versatile weapon, of course.
So is it 2d12 and you get to do it?
So
weapon. No, 1D.
a long
D,
journey
1D10.
back, cleaning yourselves in the river, and happily take a night's rest in the temple where it's comfortable. And that's where we'll leave off.